Scouting force.
I think I'm doing. Let's see which I'm running. I was doing Master of the Past and Intercept and Recover.
Okay, so we're sharing Master of the Past.
Yeah, we'll share that one. Oh, I've got it printed too, but yeah, it's fine. Okay, so I've got the Oops All Dwarves. So you have you found out where your section was, right? But you have to deploy 9 inches away from the enemy.
Right.
So we'll have to make a 9-inch. So you can deploy on your half plus or minus that 9 inches. Let me get some little. I gotta get dice and stuff too. I will roll my Votan dice today.
22.
They have not betrayed me that badly.
13.
So we're both doing. What's the one we're both doing?
Master Pass.
Okay, I'll get that out of here, just so I can read it if I need to.
I actually need that corner anyways.
I printed these for you in case you had to play and I wasn't available to get the cards from you. So we have a second set.
I almost got it correct, like without the back corner.
Yeah.
I just need to know this one because I can still place a tree there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, where is my tape measure? I did get it out earlier. There it is. Yeah, you got it. You need one? I got it. Good. So they're pretty similar. They're both 16-inch Stanleys. Just this one's been in the family for generations.
Do you have any terrain features?
Oh no, not with Cities of Sigmar. They didn't give us any.
Okay. So I can go ahead and deploy this.
So when you deploy it originally, it's just
fully within my territory outside of the tree. Do you by chance have a 3-inch tool?
Yeah, in my box.
I figured you'd say, let me whip it out real quick.
Oh no, I only have a 2-inch tool for whipping it out. So it's kind of cold. No excuse. Speaking of that, I'm gonna turn AC.
Yeah, I was about to say it's starting to get a little warm in here.
Well, I had turned it on earlier, but I forgot to turn it down earlier. But also, if you turn on the fans, that's what helps the AC
really
hit the whole room and get it working. Fans help. So we'll turn it to the fan.
Oh, that's what it is. I don't know where I can jump in the queue.
Mm-hmm.
But getting a base for my trees.
Oh yeah. I need to get that done. I found the bases. I just need to do that because it'll be easier for you to.
I can just set it down and just.
Yeah, mess around. Okay.
Like I bring in the trees once they're painted. Like, hey, look, they look cool.
Oh no, my 3-inch, 1-inch, 5-inch tool broke from that fashion. Okay, hold on.
Well, look, it still gets me 3.
Yeah. I've still got the 3-inch tool too. I just need to get the right one. But I had that Sylvaneth. I have a Sylvaneth one too, somewhere. But I have the traditional 3-inch tools are in here, I think. No, they're not in here. Okay, well then they're over here. Yeah, there they are. So here's my Fire Slayer one. That's fine. Here's the Stormcrow one for you. I use the Fire Slayer one. Okay, so we're going to set up to do mission 1. I'm doing Master of the Paths, which is kill a hero. You're doing that one too. And then I'm doing one where you're going to have to pick 3 units, and I'm going to try to kill those units. I'm just going for killing. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's get this. I'll post this on.
Dang, I need one more smaller base tree, and I can get a 3 right here.
Yeah, the problem is they're really difficult because you have to use 3
Like the guy that put these together did all the big ones.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be like that though. They're supposed to be 1 long and 2 shorts, and then. I don't know if you can, if we're legal when we do 3 shorts, but you know, I think you're probably fine just getting 2 because it's got to be wholly in your deployment zone or no?
Yes.
Wholly deployment in your area, right?
Yeah, deployment area.
That's gonna be rough. No.
So that clears that, but do I clear? I can't tell on that side. Do I clear that back edge?
Where did I put the tool? I just left. There it is. So we'll just count the.
Well, I would say because I need to be in my deployment.
Fine.
That's what I'm.
Oh, are you in the? Are you in the halfway point? Yeah, you might be slightly over the halfway point here.
There's 22.
2?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're pretty far over the halfway point because that should be the center of the table then. If that's 22.
I pushed it up too far. Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to remeasure some deployment zones, but yeah.
So yeah, the best I can do is a 2, but I just don't want to use both my babies.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Screw it, actually. Yeah, we did mess up a little bit.
Oh, what's that?
Measure from here because we're not counting the outside, right?
Yeah, you measure from the building wall. We decided we were measuring from the walls of the building, not the.
Because the other thing too is if I can get a 3 and like 12 inches is kind of where I want to be 12 from.
No, yeah, no, it's absolutely. The struggle of the Sylvaneth player is that if you go to a tournament and you're playing on a clock, you're like done because you spend a whole hour and a half just setting up trees.
Well, that's where the if I can get the map, like that makes it easier.
Yeah, that would make it a lot easier. You're right.
Because then I'm going to set it down and I can just measure it around.
You can have 2s and 3s already glued together, and then put them on top. Most positive you cannot get a 3-based tree there. There's just not enough room. It's so massive, dude.
That's what she said.
But also, you don't want me charging it turn 1 too. So remember that, yeah. Like this is where you can set up your base of operations, where you're obscured inside and hanging out. And all right, for the people at home, we have ruins. These are places of power. The corners are places of power, and then we have some little trees in the back corners here. We are playing Mission 1, which is Mission 1 out of Deck 1, which is Passing Seasons. Let's see if that shows up. Passing Seasons. So the underdog gets to do cool stuff on this mission. That's kind of in battle rounds 1, 3, and 5, you get points for gnarl roots. In 2 and 4, you score points for oaken browse. So it's a really weird, like, you can, try to score points for different ones, but yeah, it's an interesting one.
I mean, it just sucks for me because always having to put terrain down.
Yeah. Well, like some of my other.
It just sucks that like when your army depends on it.
Yeah.
So the best I'm going to do is a 2.
There's my prayer lore. Yeah, this is it right here.
How many casters do you have?
2 casters. I don't have the sheets for my wilder guys, but that's fine. I don't really need them. I just have 2 casters, but I have 3 dispels because the dwarven guy has dispel.
All right. I got it down.
You got it working?
Yep.
Okay. What'd you figure out? A 2 or a 3?
It's a 2. I can get a 3, but it would have to be in the back.
Yeah, not really worth it. So you got your first tree out there. So we're playing passing season. So the only thing to really keep in mind, you have your scouting force. Okay, so you only score gnarl roots rounds 1, 3, and 5, and you score the Oakenbrow, which is your home one, on 2 and 4.
Okay.
So after round 4, you can just leave that because you can't score it again.
Mm-hmm.
No reason to stay on it at that point unless there's a tactic or something that you need to score. But this is a weird one. Okay. Yeah. That'll play on table 1. The twist is we either have the healing thing or the other thing. Yeah, kind of based on what we got going on. Okay. Trying out new rules, new places of power, new all kinds of stuff. We'll have to figure it out. Yes, we roll for attacker or defender, which is fine. 4 or 5. So you can be the attacker or defender. It's your choice.
Attacker places first, right?
Yeah, whichever one you want to be.
I want to play second.
Okay. So you want me to place first?
Yes.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put, because we know we're going to put them there anyways. I've got a 20-man, so we'll kind of go over the units here, but I've got a 20-man unit of Iron Drakes. They are a big, mean unit of Iron Drakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they are range 18 in this list because I took the plus 3 inches of range on all the weapons.
Okay.
Thing. Wait, does that make them 12 or 15? Let me see. I just got the cards out. Where did I put them? Nope. I put them over somewhere else. Here we go. Yeah, so these guys are... So the gyrocopters are 12. They go to 15s. Cogsmith is a 15, goes to an 18. The... I don't have the Iron Drakes on here, apparently. Oh, wow. That's weird. I'll have to get their card out. I'll look for them. Or I can just use the app here. I just need it for the orders, basically. So I have 4 orders. So basically, every character can issue 1 order a turn.
Okay.
And some orders I can't do, like the same unit can't benefit from the same order, right? But the one that I can do is pick a unit that's within 12, and they get to move 3 inches. It's in the movement phase, so it's like a 3-inch move, but it doesn't count for their move. So basically, it's kind of like giving them plus 3 inches of movement. But they do count as, like, they can move and then they can do other stuff after.
Mm-hmm.
But then in the charge phase, I can make it to where I get +1 attacks for the rest of the turn. Then in the shooting phase, I can do, when I shoot, I could possibly give you strike last,
Okay.
right? If I shoot based on how many models I kill. So I could shoot you, kill some models, give you strike last, and then charge into you because, strikes last.
Mm-hmm.
And that's any shooting phase. So I can also do these in your turn,
Okay.
right? And so the shooting one is any shooting phase. The charge one is any charge phase, right?
Okay.
And then hold the line is the one that's good for dwarves. It gives me strike last, but it gives me a ward of 5. But I already have a ward of 5 on most of my guys.
Okay.
They're going to have wards of 5 most of the time. But if I'm a dwarf, I subtract 1 from the hit rolls.
Okay.
So I make my guys -1 to hit. So then I have a prayer that makes the -1 to wound. So I can make my guys like -1 to hit, -1 to wound. Like that makes them pretty tough,
Okay.
right? So that's kind of the trick to it. I'll have to look at some stuff. But I have a 20-man unit of these guys.
Okay.
And I think we're going to set them up where they're obscured. But I also want them to stop you from coming in. So to do that, I'm going to have to put a character back here. So it will probably be the Cogsmith. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have a magnet on his. Well, he could. I had enough extra. No, I didn't. So I'm looking at the detachment that he has. Because he has... I got to drop a regiment, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to, but I'm going to drop a whole regiment here. So I guess I can go over my army with you, because you need to know what my stuff is. That's important. So I have...
I'm listening. Would you like a drink?
Yes, I want to... Mountain Dew. There should be one in there, maybe. If not, whatever's in there is fine. So I have the Warden King. He's just a tough hero. And he has the ability where he's a priest as well now. I made him a priest, so he can pray. Okay? Because I got good prayers in this army. So it's like, if you got good prayers, you might as well pray, right? So anyways, he's a priest, got good prayers. And then his ability is in the deployment phase. So this will be after we actually deploy armies.
Okay.
Is when you use deployment phase abilities that aren't deploy abilities. So it's like use all deploy abilities, then use the non. It's like in combat, you use a combat step or use abilities. But I pick one unit. I can pick a unit that's in reserves, and for the rest of the battle, I add 1 to wound for all combat attacks made by cities units that target it. So in melee, I'm +1 to wound.
Okay.
So I pick one unit, and then when I pick a unit to fight of dwarves, he can also fight with the unit at the same time. Like that's his other ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
I made him a priest. He's real slow, but pretty tough. He hits decently hard, not bad, right? And so then I have a Cogsmith, which is this guy here. The Cogsmith is got a gun that's not amazing, just okay. His melee's not great either. But he can direct the gyrocorps. So he can pick 3 gyrocopters within 18 inches of him. And then I roll a dice for every one of them. On a 3-up, they get +1 to hit until my next turn. So he sort of has a built-in all-out attack that he can give 3 gyrocopters. So there's also 3 gyrocopters in the army, by the way, just so you know. And then that's kind of his ability, okay? All of my, I've got him. Let's see, I probably need to keep him within 3 of this guy so you can't target him. Yeah. So he's within 3 of this unit here. He's going to have the enhancement, though, which is the... hold on, maybe I have to give him the other one. Master of Ballistics, right? I had given that to my Warden, but I was telling you I was going to switch it. So Master of Ballistics just says... he picks a friendly unit that does all-out attack in the shooting phase. If it's within 3 inches of him, he can add +1 to wound as well. So it's in addition to the all attack. So if he does all-out attack on them, he'll give them +1 to hit and wound. Okay. Right? In the shooting phase only. Okay? So that's sort of the trick to these guys. I'm going to kind of set them up where they're, decent there. I'll look at their range in a minute because that does matter. 2 units of 20 hammerers. So 2 reinforced units of hammerers. Hammerers say they're tough. They're movement 4, 1 health, 3-up save. Right? As long as a dwarven hero is within 3 inches of them, the unit and the hero have a ward of 5-up. Okay. So they get a ward of 5-up and the hero. So they're a 3-up, 5-up if they're near a hero, which they will generally be. That's their thing. And their melee attacks are awesome. They're really good at melee. They do 2 damage apiece in melee. Okay. flat 2 damage, 2 attacks per guy, 2 damage, and they're like on small bases, so like all 20 of them can swing possibly. So 2 20-man hammers, and then the Iron Drakes. So the Iron Drakes have 15-inch range, so it goes to 18-inch range in this army. So kind of just looking at where they can reach out to, you know, they could shoot stuff that gets anywhere over here, right? They can shoot stuff. They have that ability. They can shoot things. One guy has a Grudge Hammer torpedo. We'll just say the colored Grudge Hammer guy or the painted Grudge Hammer guy. And that's an anti-monster attack, and the Drake guns are anti-infantry. Okay. Gives them +1 rend. So basically, like, they're good at killing infantry. One guy in the squad has an anti-monster gun, and the rest are all just infantry. But they hit on 3s and wound on 3s. So if I give them +1 to hit and wound, they hit on 2s, wound on 2s. So that makes them a threat, like actually a threat. And they're also a threat for that, like if you teleport nearby and they shoot you, like they shoot out of phase, they're still a threat because that I can give them that ability. There's ways I can give them bonuses to do things, but
she's the only monster.
Yeah, she's the only monster, so that's the only thing that matters. Okay, and then once per turn, I could do a bomb. If you're picking it within 6 inches, on a 3-up, you take that much mortals, so they can throw a cinder bomb every turn, basically.
I know we went over place of power. Do you get to choose the point, or is it just the point you're near?
You choose a point within so many inches of you to make it obscuring for the rest of the game. Yeah. So I'm probably going to try that to like make this obscuring for the rest of the game, because then that would make these guys where they can shoot out, you can't shoot in. You don't have hardly any shooting. You don't have a lot of magic that's ranged. Like you have some, but not a lot. I just feel like these guys will basically just hold that home forever, and the rest of my army can just run around. So that's detachment 1. 20 Iron Drakes, 40 hammers, 2 units of 20. Cogsmith and the Warden General, right? My second one is a Runesmith, who he's a priest, but he also can dispel 1. So he can dispel stuff, right? And then he has 3 gyrocopters in his detachment. That's just, this guy's going to give them commands. Their, range 15 guns is not great, but they can light some stuff up. They're kind of all-around good guns. Once per game, they can fly over you and drop bombs and do mortals. So once per game, they can kind of do some damage. Then I've got a Battle Mage, and he's running with the Wilder Corps, which for this game, I've got 6 Dwarven Rangers. Okay. Instead of Wilder Corps, I'm just proxying with Dwarves. I want the whole army to be Dwarves. So I'll figure out what I'm going to do for the dogs. So the Battle Mages pick 1 spell. And they do it during the deployment phase. So it's after deploy, I pick a spell, and then I get +1 to cast that spell.
Keeping on theme, why not do elves with collars?
No, I'm not doing elves with collars. Oh, is it? Oh, that's my bad. That's okay. I think I'll do like badgers. I'll 3D print some badgers or something to be dwarven, very dwarven. Okay. I've got 1 badger in there now. I was like, that's cool. I'll do some badgers with dwarven rangers. They'll just be so I'll use the rules for the Wilder Corps, but I want them to be all dwarves in this list. So for the wizards, I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm supposed to have dwarves.
Is that one a wizard?
He's not a wizard. He's like a ranged character.
Okay, but he's a priest though.
No, he's not a priest. My king is a priest too.
Okay.
I've got 2 priests and 2 wizards.
Alrighty, but it comes to me now, right?
No, I haven't finished deploying even this regiment yet. I was going to the army with you. So 2 battle mages, and then I took the purple sun one or whatever. 1 unit of battle. The Wild Corpse guys. The Wild Corpse guys are decent shooters. They have a rule that if they can't be shot if you're further than 12 inches away, as long as they have cover, which they would get from ruins or from a lot of things, right? Mm-hmm. I wonder if places of power give. It should tell you on here actually. Where's the mission? It used to tell you on here like what the.
I set one of the other cards. That's the extra rules. So I think this
rules reference right here. Mm-hmm. This might be useful. Okay. But it doesn't tell me which ones have which. Like, it used to say, like, on the mission pack, it used to say, like, this counts as cover and, but now I don't see that, so maybe it's in the rule book here instead. Let me see. I was just wondering if places of power also give cover or not. Because that would determine where I put stuff. Terrain, here we go. So obstacles here's what it says. Places of power have cover, place of power unstable and obscuring. right? So unstable.
Let's see, I have it right here. Models can move across, but cannot be set up on or in any type of movement on any part of the terrain.
So you cannot.
That is more than 1 inch tall.
Yeah, but we're just gonna say you can't climb on this then, and you can't climb on that guy.
Right.
Right. And then, but it does give cover. So if you have cover, it gives cover.
Right.
And then cover just says subtract 1 for hit rolls that target you if you're behind or wholly on, unless you charged or have fly. Right. So that's good for the place of the power. They give cover, and then the area terrain also gives cover and obscuring. And then obstacles, which these are obstacles, right?
Mm-hmm.
They give they have ruins, that's ruins, cover and unstable. So just they give cover. And then obscuring terrain is cover, obscuring, and unstable. Oh, but that's anything. So you can land on the ground part of it. You just can't get on the trees. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, same thing. But obscuring just says if every model in a non-monster unit does not have the fly keyword and it's within 1 of it, then it's only visible to units within combat range, and the range characteristics of its ranged weapons is halved.
Yeah, so basically they make them obstacles.
Oh, this is different. Obscuring makes your ranged weapons halved. Oh, that's different. Does that change? Where's the old book?
So every model.
It used to be you just couldn't be seen, but you could shoot out. Now it's saying you're half range. Now I gotta look at the old rules and see if that's changed. Terrain rules, yeah. Obscuring used to be obscuring is different now. That changes things a lot for me. Okay. Well then never mind. I'm gonna do some things differently then. Glad we read this. That's why we play test games. If you're in obscuring and you're a shooting unit, right, you can't be seen unless you're within 3 inches of me, but range characteristics of your weapons are halved.
So they can still shoot, but
I can still shoot out, but only at half range.
Okay.
So you can't set up the death, like you used to be able to set up a big tree and put the archers in it and they could shoot out but not be seen.
I ignored it.
Oh, you ignore that?
Specifically my trees, I ignore that.
Oh, you ignore it? Really?
It says enemy units can be targeted by shooting attacks made by friendly Sylvaneth units, even if they are behind or wholly on this terrain feature.
But it didn't say you don't change it.
It says this is an exception to terrain 1.2.
Okay, well, 1.2 is universal. Yeah, that's obscuring. Yeah. So what does your rule say? You could be what?
So enemy units can be targeted, so I can target you by shooting attacks made by friendly Sylvaneth units, even if they're behind or wholly within.
So that just stops the first part. It doesn't stop the second. You still get the half range on your weapons.
Okay.
It just says normally let's say I was in this is all obscuring, you couldn't shoot me unless you're within 3. But if I get in the middle of your trees, you're like, it's not obscuring to us.
Right.
For the purposes of line of sight or shooting at you. But it does stop the half range. But your bows are like, what's the range on your bow? You don't have it.
Out of their 30, I believe.
Yeah, so like that's still ridiculously good still.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that changed things. Because now I was going to just set up a fire base.
Right.
Now I'm not going to set up a fire base. So that's good to know. That's why we read rules, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're learning. Okay. It's been so long since we played, and it's a new...
I forget. I was thinking 30 was the old, they're 18.
Oh, damn, so that really shuts them down, yeah.
The ones where it really helps, Skaven still have really long range.
Yeah, Skaven and some other ones. Like, I used to run my... I'll have one guy sort of toe tap in, so he can get the... Oh, my goodness, base keeps running away. I think I'll just put one gyrocopter in a minute back here to like basically be stop you from coming in, and then also like you won't be able to fit back there, but I just have to sacrifice one gyrocopter in a little while to sit back here and hold this spot so you can't take it. Okay, so we'll put the cogsmith and that does make it interesting though. Making that terrain thing obscuring does like. It does change things, right? It does. It's like it does alter things a lot. Okay, we're gonna put these guys over here. We're gonna sit them. Do the gray squad here. just over here. We want him to be within 30 of you to maximize the. No, it doesn't really matter, but I'll put these guys here. All right, so these guys are. That's the one squad here. I'll put the other squad over here. Obviously, turn one, I can try to go for the. Try to get on that thing over there. So I want to try that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put the king. Okay. I think that's going to probably. I think that is the whole of the first. Oh, the runesmith is not in that detachment. He's in his own detachment. Okay. So I dropped my first regiment right there. Just we're going to be here forever. I'm playing so slow and dumb. So we're dropping that. That's what we're going to drop. That's what I'm going to try. I'm going. I've got a kill based secondary strategy, so I'm trying to wipe you off the board. I'm trying to overwhelming firepower you.
And I'm going to help speed it up for you. I'm just going to do a single unit of tree revs.
Because
I'm wanting to go second.
If you drop first, you get to pick. You want to drop first because it guarantees the pick. Whoever drops first gets to pick if they go first or second. I have 4 drops, and you have 2.
Okay.
So you can drop a whole regiment. You don't have to drag your drops out to go second. You just have to you get to pick who goes first and who goes second.
Ariel is the unit with all of these abilities.
You need to. Yeah, we're figuring it out. You can go over your list for the people on camera. I was kind of going over mine, mostly for the people on camera.
Okay. So for me, playing Sylvaneth, one big thing for me is a lot of my army rules are based around the trees. I can only have 3 units of trees out.
Yeah, but just tell me your list.
Right. So my list though is Ariel. She basically at the end of every turn, mine and my opponent's, in the move phase. Sorry, because it was changed. In the move phase, I can roll a 4-up and bring back a unit at half strength. So like if he wipes out a unit of my dryads, I can bring him back.
Yeah.
It also counts herself. So if they kill her, there's a chance I can bring her back.
Nice.
Warsong Revenant. He is my caster. I gave him the heroic trait.
When he dispels magic, he destroys you.
Right.
And he's +1 to dispel.
Yep. And then
he can ignore spells and prayers on a 3-up to things around him too.
That's the artifact power. Then the heroic trait, I went Radiant Spirit. Basically, when you target, or whenever a spell or prayer targets a unit, both mine and my opponent, on a 3-up, I can say it doesn't go into effect. So like.
Oh, it could do friendly too. Sorry, it can do enemy units.
Yep. So they can say you're not getting that buff.
Nice. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. Oh, if a friendly Sylvaneth unit's picked to be the target.
Oh,
so yeah, it has to be. It doesn't stop buffs, but it does stop debuffs, which I have a lot
of. Then I went 3 units, 20-man dryads. Their big thing is while they're within 6 of a tree, you're -1 to hit and -1 to wound them. They're cannon fodder. They die easy, but they come back quick. Did 3 units of tree revs. They get a free teleport, so that it'll help me do my secondaries. They're not very strong. They're 2-point models, and hopefully they just survive. Then where are they? 1, 2, and 3. Kurnoth Hunters.
Melee swords.
Yes, swords. They have scythes on them, but I'm doing them as swords. Well, I was also going to ask a question later. They do something. Their ability is similar. When the swords charge, I do impact hits, basically. If I do the scythes, when you charge me, I impact hit you.
Yeah, I like swords better though.
But what all three versions of the Kurnoth say is when they're contesting a point, they have a 6-up ward.
Nice.
And also, too, it counts as a tree, I believe. I need to double check.
They count as like a tree or something, right?
No, the point counts as a tree while they're sitting on it. I need to double check that.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah, pretty solid then.
Because it allows them to fight and then bounce out.
Yeah.
If that's the case. No, they took that away.
Okay.
They just get the ward when they're contested.
Okay, good to know.
So you have 3 units of Dryads, 3 units of Tree Revs, Kurnoth Hunters, Aerial, and Warsong Revenant. That is the army. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, that's it for me.
So you've got hunters there, aerial there, some spites and some spites. Those guys can teleport, right?
Correct.
Okay.
They are limited to one time per army per turn.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna put a wizard right there. He's a wizard, Harry.
Okay. Wizard right there.
Yep.
Okay. That's it.
That's it. That's the whole regiment.
Okay. Now the fun one.
So you can't get +1 to cast anymore from the place of power. That's good. You can only give yourself the ability to dispel.
Because I'm trying to wait and see. I think I'm going to just do a unit of Dryads because I just want to see where all your wizards are.
Okay.
That tells me where to put the Warsong because he wants to dispel, right? Is that a good call?
Yeah, he wants to dispel stuff, so yeah, you're right. You're not wrong.
Where should these ones go? The part that sucks is there's so many.
Yeah, that is a thing. That
Can make things harder. Oh, and the other thing my army has is I took one of the newer detachments that says at the end of any turn, I pick a unit. They either heal D6 or I can bring back that it's like rally. If I have those amount of wounds that I rolled, I can bring back a guy. But if they're 1-point models, I just bring back
D3 guys or 3 guys or something.
Yeah, I doubt it's D6. Pretty sure it's just D3.
I think it's D3 for little squads, and then it's roll a D6, and you can heal that many wounds worth on that.
Nope, it's just 3, just flat 3. It's not a roll. Um, 5, 10, 15, 20. There we go. Goes to.
So you're basically dropped out, right? Because you have 2 drops.
I just did a unit of Dryads.
No, because you didn't feel like.
Because I can still beat you by dropping the rest of them on the next one.
Sure. Yeah. If you drop the rest. Yeah, I think we're just going to put the one wizard here, and I think we're going to put the other wizard over here.
Okay. And that's all your wizards, right?
Yeah.
Because now I need to know this. Cool. Hey, look.
I'm going to try to kill wizards.
I can dispel you.
Yeah.
I forget, did they change it to where I have to actually see you?
Oh, it may be.
Okay.
That could be important. Let's see. Let's look at the rules reference. In the magic phase, movement phase, shooting phase. Oh, it's in the command phase. Unbind. Just by a friendly wizard within 30 of the enemy wizard.
Okay.
Unless your special ability might say line of sight. It's the only thing I would check.
That's just make an unbinding roll, so just have to be within.
Yeah. I'm playing very aggressive because the tactics I chose were to kill things quickly and often.
Oh, I guess for the audience, what manifestations did you go with?
Oh, yeah, I went with the Umbral Spell Portal 1, the Morbid Conjuration. So I got me the Purple Sun and the Shackles and the Grave Tide and the things here. Yeah, these are all the things.
For me, I went with my faction specific. The Worm is a wizard killer. The tree messes with your OC and also counts as a moving tree on the board. And this is a stationary buff.
Yeah.
Okay. They're for sure there. They're doing that this turn. Let's see. I doubt you're getting to me, but.
I mean, they're going to move and then they're going to shoot, so.
So 30-30. I just need to. And you have no teleporting yourself, right?
I don't teleport now. You're, yeah.
Cool. I am done.
I need to look up a rule here because your what's his name is a guarded hero because he's infantry, right?
Correct.
But your big Alariel is not.
No, she's a big monster, so.
She can't guarded hero. I got to kill a hero like right away.
Right. Oh, and then I need to choose 3 things, right?
Yeah, you're gonna choose 3 things to hold treasure, so I guess we can get some tokens for that.
Non-heroes or.
So yeah, obviously it could be a hero, right? I've got to choose things too, so we'll do some scatter dice here. Or this is like my grudge token things. I need to use those. I use my little grudge token things. Here we go. Okay. So you get to pick 3 units. This is the interception discovery at the start of the battle. So it'll be after we do the deployment phase abilities. But it'll say pick 3 units that are on the battlefield to be carrying a treasure. You cannot pick faction terrain features or manifestations. A unit can only carry 1 of the treasures.
Okay, so I can give it to heroes.
Yeah, and if I ever double turn you, you can take away a treasure. So you can shut me down on that. Okay. Oh, the rapid sprouting is you pick a terrain feature, not a objective. It just says pick a terrain feature, and it gets obscuring as well. And it's got to be within 12 of that hero.
Okay.
So I could do like this one and give this obscuring, where it has obscuring, right? So I could pick that one, but it's not the objective, it's a terrain feature.
Okay.
So okay, that's better to know. We were also reading that wrong. Oh, it's pick a Gurnet objective or visible terrain. So it could be a Gurnet objective. Okay, never mind. So it could be objective or a terrain feature.
Okay.
And you give it obscuring which obscuring just says you'll have half. You can't see me unless you're right up on me and that kind of stuff. Doesn't count as a tree though.
Well, I didn't bring my boy Bethany.
Tree lover. Oh, I have to drop my last thing here. So we'll put the Rune Priest over here. We're going to drop one of these guys back here. I know he's on a square. I got some circles, but I got to magnetize him. I'm measuring to where there is not room for you to put a 5-man unit. There's just enough room for you to put like a 2-man unit. So maybe if you like lost a lot of guys, you could put a guy down there. The other 2 gyrocopters are going to go. You're dropped, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I can just put one here. Yeah, I'll back him up even a little bit more, just to make sure you can't get in back here. I'm just going to put one here and one here, just so they can come up there and try to do some stuff. And then I got to pick which spells. So I'm going to pick Elminster here, this Elminster looking dude. Okay. He's going to do Shackles really well.
All right.
So I'm picking Shackles as his signature spell. And this guy here, I'm going to pick maybe one of their spells. They have some good spells. Yeah, I think he might do. I'll have him do the Gravetide. Since you have so many guys, I think the Gravetide is good against lots of guys. It used to be. Let me see. Yeah, hold on. Yep, I'll do the Gravetide for him. So the cultist-looking dude here is going to summon Gravetide. He's a necromancer-looking dude. So that's my 2 things there. And then for my for my warden, I pick one of your units, and then if we fight it in melee, we're +1 to wound it. Okay. For like all of my dwarves, anyways. Mm-hmm. I guess we'll pick Ariel just because she's the biggest, toughest thing you have, and if I can get +1 to wound her, that seems pretty useful.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you're like, I'm making this exceedingly difficult, right? So I can't shoot Ariel turn 1. I can just shoot a bunch of.
I'm making you go first.
Okay, I'm going to go first. Mm-hmm. Okay, which means you have a chance for a second or a double. So, all right, and then we have deployment phase abilities that we use other than. Mm-hmm. So hold on, I have to do the Water Corp one. Ooh, no. So the Water Corp say that I could basically make a move with them. Just bring that up real quick. Yeah, they have a deployment phase expert trackers. They can use the normal move abilities of your movement phase, and they move 5. Which is not much more than dwarves, so I don't feel bad proxying dwarves. If they move 6, I'd be like, oh, you can't proxy dwarves as the hunters. You can absolutely, with movement 5, that's like a fast dwarf, which is what dwarven rangers would be, right? Mm-hmm. Don't you agree? I think so. Everybody else agrees with me. That way I can get them like a little bit like forward for me. So we don't have to roll to see who goes first. We just know I'm going first. So the beginning of the turn, I'm not going to be able to do much on my orders. So I'm probably just going to do a bunch of these orders. So that's in the movement phase. So that'll be movement phase orders. We got to do the, if I'm alive, we got to do the, and you're within 30 of both my guys?
Yep.
Okay. So we will start with any start of turn.
Oh. Did they give us spells like some of the other GHBs?
No.
Okay.
No special spells or anything. I'm going to try to do the, yeah, we're doing the rapid sprouting. So we're going to pick that one right there, and we're going to try to sprout a...
and also, too, do we choose our tactic, or not tactic?
You already have them.
No, the if we want to rally...
Oh, that's during this phase.
Okay.
But like, so hold on.
I just forget the order.
We both get command points. I believe I get 4, you get 4. Let me get a cool dice for that. Where's a cool dice for that? Because it's not going to be that many of them, so. What do I got? That looks cool. None of these are cool dwarven dice. These are all chaos dice. was full. Also more chaos dice, but now with D8s. Oh, here we go. Waste on more dice. That'll work. All right, so I'm pretty sure we both get 4 right away, unless somebody has more units that are auxiliary, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we deployment. We deploy. Now we're in round 1. Start of turn. Abilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get 4. You get 4, as far as I know. And then there's things that you do in the start of the turn, which is activate place of power happens first, then the hero phase ability. So that's got to happen first. So here we go. On a 3 up, yes, we create overgrown trees around this objective. So I'm going to put a dwarf marker, which I happen to have.
I thought it had to be within 12.
It's within 12 of the place of power.
Okay.
Or, oh, within 12 of the hero. Let's see if my hero's within 12 of it. If not, I can't do it. Yeah, he's within 12 of it.
Okay, just double checking.
Yeah. Or he could have been if I wanted it to be. Yeah. We will scooch him slightly to the front of the unit so that he could be within 12, because I thought it was just within 12 of the place of power. But he can be within 12 of the thing. So, all right, he's going to make it dwarven. He summoned dwarven barricades, so we can hide there. There's dwarven trenches are summoned. That's pretty cool. Now we do hero phase. Not rallying, not banishing stuff. I think we'll do some sacred rites though. So we'll start with the dwarf there, the dwarven king. Let's see what my prayers look like. So these are my prayers. First one I can do is called Wrath and Ruin, 18-inch range, does damage. The second one is I can give Unfaltering Aim, +1 to hit for shooting attacks the rest of the turn. And if I roll high enough, +1 to wound as well. So I have a lot of ways to give +1 to hit. And then, so that way, in case you have -1 to hit abilities for shooting, which your -1 hits in melee, right?
No, it's everything.
Oh, everything. So
it's -1/-1.
Yeah, so it's -1 to hit and wound.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So I can give +2 to hit, +2 to wound, and be back at +1/+1. And then the Oath and Steel one is within 12 inches of the unit, +1 to roll if you're a dwarf, which I am, -1 to wound that target me. So I might do that one and see if I get that one off. So we're going Oath and Steel on my guy. He's going to pick the hammers next to him. He rolled a 3, he gets +1, so we got a 4, which isn't enough to cast it. So he just gets 4. He gets 4 points towards it since he didn't cast it off.
Okay.
So he's just carrying around 4 points of things. He's going to do this. Oh, yeah, it's not an unlimited prayer, so he can't also do that prayer. He has to do a different prayer. So I'm just going to have him do the new prayer, Sacred Rites, which he just got a 2 on. So he will get 2 points. So that just basically, if you roll a 1, you lose points, right? When you pray.
Mm-hmm.
When you pray and you roll a 1, you lose points. But when you pray on the new Sacred Rites, on a roll of 1, you just remove 1 ritual point instead of D3. But for turn 1, it doesn't really matter. It's just, I'm trying to build up his to give him the wound bonus. All right, and now I think we're ready to try to cast spells if we want. But I don't know if I want to, because I don't want to lose a character turn 1. Do I want to lose a character turn 1? You've got a thing that will just straight up murk me. Because you're basically, I'm rolling 2d6 +1, but you're rolling 2d6 +1. But if you roll over me, I'm wrecked.
Yep.
And that's not fun. So let's try it. Let's just do it with, we'll do the shackles with him.
Okay.
This is the one you want to stop anyways, so. All right, so Shackles is going to get set up within range, but I'm just going to try to set it out there just to slow you down and cause problems for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to roll in the box here. So I get a +1 on this. So I roll a 7.
Okay.
I believe you got to roll an 8 to beat me.
Yes, and I'm going to do the special one to try to
Special. Is that 6s or 2 1s? That's 2 1s.
2 1s.
Yeah, so you fail.
Can I spend a CP to re-roll?
Nope, there's no CP rerolls, but what happens if you roll 2 1s on the Unbind? Hold on. Where's the Unbind rules? I hate that they don't give you much of the rules.
Is it on the backpack?
In AOS, you do suffer if you roll 2 1s, but it's page number 4.0. Oh, it's rule 4.0. Here we go. There's abilities. Let's go back. Dice. Sorry. Rule of 1, you can't use the ability more than once. You got to remember that. Deployment phase, battle, universal core abilities, movement. Where's the magic section? There's attacking. There's got to be a section on magic in here. Special rules, strike first, strike last, random, modify order, advanced rules. There we go. Rally, redeploy, countercharge, counter spells, terrain. Come on, give me magic. There we go, magic. Unbinding. Yeah, doesn't say. You can use unbind a number of times to go to your power level. He's power level 2 or 1? 2. Okay. And then she's power level 2?
3.
3. Nor the one wizard can try to unbind the same spell. And there's nothing about rolling 2 1s on casting or anything. There's no.
I thought they took that out.
If the unmodified casting roll includes 2 or more 1s, the spell is a miscast. D3 damage is inflicted. But that's only on the casting roll, not the unbinding roll. Yeah, that's it. That's all it is. So yeah, there's no 2 1s, but I got the spell off. So I can shut up the shackles. So shackles, one of my favorite spells of all time. Great spell. Great spell. Everyone likes it. And I survived a turn. Shackle says you're wholly within 18 and visible to the caster, and each part within 3 of at least one other part, so 3-inch coherency. So 18 invisible basically means, and it's I can set it right next to your units, though. Like, I can set it up within any range of your units, but I'm not in range to actually get it on anybody because I have to be within 3. So.
And don't forget my trees do damage.
But not to manifestations, probably. Only to units, probably. Because manifestations aren't units most of the time. Like, that's one of the weird things about manifestations is they're like, we're not a unit. But we are a unit, but we're not.
Okay.
Usually if it targets them, like with the certain things,
pick,
an enemy unit,
yes,
then you can't pick them. Because I don't think, fairly positive, we're going to go.
And then also too, they've nerfed it. It's not everything. It's just like my teleport. It's once per turn per army.
All right, so here's the deal. Only count as being in combat in the combat phase, and enemy units only count as being in combat with them in the combat phase. Models can move through them, but cannot end a move on them, can finish a charge within ½ inch instead of ½ inch of its unit. They can be damaged and destroyed as if they were units, but do not count as destroyed units. They are affected by enemy units as if they were units. They can use core abilities if they were units, and they can use abilities on their war scroll. Unless specified otherwise, they cannot use and are not affected by any other friendly abilities, do not count as units for the purposes of battle tactics or friendly abilities. They can only use shoot or fight if they have weapons of the appropriate type, which they don't. So after mine gets set up, though, I can then hit, for each part that you can pick one, for each part of the manifestation, you can pick an enemy unit within 3 inches of that part to be the target. You cannot pick the same unit to be the target of this ability more than once per turn. Inflict mortal damage equal to that roll. Subtract number of inches to their movement. So can I hit your terrain?
Well, the way it sounds like I can pick.
That's different, though.
Okay.
Faction terrain may not count as a unit for, but maybe faction terrain doesn't count as a unit. Faction terrain. They were affected by all enemies' abilities if they were units. Yeah, so they are affected. So I can go ahead and hit them with it. Okay. So they take 3 mortals. So I did 3 mortals to the trees.
Okay.
Not a lot, but it's, something.
They are down to 8, or they've taken 2, so count up. They have 10 wounds because it's a 2.
He's going to try to cast the Gravetide.
Okay.
So it's normally it summons on an 8, but he's +1 to cast, so we'll see if he gets it. So he rolled a 6, he doesn't catch it.
Okay.
So no negatives there for trying, but
Actually,
that's my 2 spells and my 2 prayers.
it's not counted as a spell, right, for that damaging ability?
It's a spell. I'm summoning. A manifestation counts as a spell.
Let me double check my...
I thought it was once per turn.
Not the Unbind. It's the Radiant Spirit.
What is that thing?
Uh,
Oh, this ability does not count as a spell. That's just an ability they have.
So, this unit wholly within 12 of the target of the spell or prayer.
Yeah, it doesn't count because I'm not casting a spell on them as the target. It says when I cast a spell on them. And this does not count as a Sylvaneth model, neither do these kind of Cities of Sigmar models.
Okay.
They don't count as a friendly model for but this is this is their attack ability.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I don't think you can cancel
that's why I
that.
was asking.
Don't think you can cancel that out.
Even though their keyword says Sylvaneth?
Yeah, if they have it, then they do count. But that does have it then. So they do, but they don't count as a.
Right.
They count as a unit for like being attacked and stuff.
But you fail that spell.
So that just didn't do anything.
Any other casting?
I think that's all my casting.
Okay.
So if you want to pay 1, you can counter cast.
Yep. How many wounds do they have?
They have 6 health.
And when does their ability trigger?
In any hero phase. So I can trigger it during any hero phase. Yours, mine, doesn't matter.
Okay. Trying to think what I want to cast.
You do get a chance to dispel them during your turn.
Right.
By giving up one of your casts.
Well, I can cast into them, right?
Yeah, you can cast things at them. You're -1 when you cast, though. When you countercast. I would countercast with her and just put trees over here.
Well, that's
probably what you want to do. That way they can run into the trees.
My tree spell's unlimited.
Yes.
So I was thinking of doing a manifestation.
Oh, yeah. Well, some of them are hard, some of them aren't.
But also too.
But you can't. Even though the tree spell's unlimited, each wizard can only try it once per wizard. Because you can't use the ability more than once per wizard, I think.
I think I'm going to do this instead.
So what is that one?
This is Ariel's spell.
So pick a visible enemy unit within 12 of this unit, then make a casting roll, and then inflict 2 to the mortal on the damage. If it's destroyed, you can resolve the effect of the tree song spell. That's pretty cool. Is she within 12 and invisible?
That's what I was going to check.
Yeah, she's way out of 12.
Okay.
But that would be cool, though.
Yeah, just cool. And I still get tree song.
Pop, and then I cast tree song.
I know his is in range, so my next bet is... Yeah, I'm going to cast a manifestation. I'm just trying to think of which one. I could do the worm. The worm can then attack you after, because let's see. Do they stop me dropping into combat with it?
What's that? You can get into combat with them, yeah.
Well, because I can do set up Blade Worm wholly within 9 inches of the caster, invisible to them, and more than 9 inches from all enemy units. Does that count?
As a unit? I think it does. I think we just read that they count as an enemy. They count as a unit for all abilities. So I think they also stop, like where you can drop on them.
Okay.
Unless, then you have one that like gets close with AOS, it's within range of a wizard.
Yeah, that's the one I was going to drop.
Yeah, but doesn't he get like a teleport thing or something?
He can teleport within 6 of a wizard.
Yeah, so you could just teleport him back here.
Right, but if you have units around him, it's still 9.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true, because you've got to be 9 from that, yeah. Yeah.
Hence why I was thinking of doing the worm.
Yeah.
And then lastly...
Okay. Are you going to cast?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
I think I'm going to cast the Swarm Hive, just to get my buff going. It's on a 7.
Okay.
So I need an 8.
Got an 11.
You want to try to...
I can, because I have wizards that... Who's casting it? That guy? I got to see if I'm within 30 of this guy. Yeah, he's within range.
Yeah, both of you guys should be in range with him.
Yeah, but I think if you cast... I guess you still have Unbinds if you cast. It's So
we had talked about it. It doesn't count towards.
yeah. So if you cast a spell, it doesn't take your unbind away. Okay, so
Like
you rolled an 11 on the dice, right? So
I rolled a 10.
A 10. Because you're -1, you're right. So I have to roll an 11 on the dice. I might as well try. 10. Did not get it. And I'm not +1 to cast.
So what's cool is this says 3 inches from enemies.
Yeah.
But what's the range of its ability? Because that's what matters. 3 inches.
So if you got to be outside of 3, then you can't use your ability on me, and I can't use my ability on you.
Yay, I've been getting a lot of spam lately.
Just use your little measurement tool. What's the range on it? Within 12 and then outside of 3?
Yes.
So, yeah, you can put it up there if you want. What does this one do?
So this one is, it's wholly within 9. So I need to measure that. So this says pick a friendly Sylvaneth within 3 of this. Roll a die. On a 2+, pick one of the 2 following. Add 1 to run and charge rolls for the target. The target gains a 6 of ward.
Nice.
So wholly within 9. Because of how the tree works, that's as far up as I'm going to get because of the stump. And it's more than 3 inches.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We ready for some action?
Yep.
Okay. So that's my hero phase. I don't think I'm doing anything else in the hero phase. If I miss something, then I guess I missed something. That's why having the cards is cool. Oh, he can direct the. Oh, that's right. Once in the hero phase, he will pick these 3 gyrocopters. They all have +. I have to roll for them. They get +1 to hit. Okay. So roll for this guy. No. Roll for this guy. No. Roll for the back guy who's not going to shoot this turn. Yes. So he's +1 to hit. Great. So that's their ability that he uses. That's why it's good to have the cards. Warden King just does the fight ability, and I don't have the card for the other guy. Okay, so, or I had it, but I haven't found it. Okay, so we're going to start with some orders, because I'm like playing wannabe guard. And so this turn, I'm not going to be doing a lot of other stuff. And suppressing fire is not going to happen for me. So I need to do...
This doesn't count itself, right?
What's that? It's within D3. It's a Sylvaneth unit. We determined that, and it's within
itself. So
it's within range of stuff. I don't see why not.
Okay.
Maybe someone will learn it later. Someone in chat will tell us. I'm just gonna do a lot of movement phase buff. So the trick is if I pick a hero hasn't done an order, then he picks a unit within range and not in combat to be the target. If it's human, I can pick another unit within 12 to also be the target. So like he's gonna cast it on these guys and these guys. So these guys are technically humans, but he's gonna hit these 2 units with the 3-inch move, right? And then he can do an order on them to give them the +3-inch move, and then he can do the order on them to do a 3-inch move, and then he can give himself an order for 3-inch move. Okay. So everything but gyrocopters got 3-inch move. Now the problem is they're gonna do the move like it's you just move 3, but then I can do my normal movement. But I don't want to. I'm gonna do this instead. I'll just do them to start with. Like when I give the order, they both have the thing, but I'm just gonna move these guys. The wild corpse guys move 5, and then they would get 3 extra, would be 8. So they won't get on the point if they don't run. So I'm gonna run them to see how far they can go. Extra 5. So damn, they are gonna go 13 inches and get up on the point. Because turn 1, you only score for these, right? These are the only ones that score. These guys aren't that tough, but I'm getting them on the point here, right? So they're on the point, yay! And then these guys can also run, and they don't really care if they get that close, but they're going to move 7 + 6, 13 inches. So they are also going to get on the point with a few guys. Just a couple, but oh, move the whole. I forgot I have trays. We have trays. So we'll just move them up here, kind of like they were. And then He's running behind him. I may have to move them actually further back just to make sure I don't lose my dude. And then he's moving to there. I'm helping. And then we can do these guys. I will pay 1 so that they auto move 6 on their run. So these guys are moving 13 inches because that's their move when they auto go 13. So there's the king right here. I'm just going to pick him up because I'm moving these guys on the moving trays. So they're going to get onto the point with some guys, right? That's it. And then I'll roll for the king, see how far he can go. Hopefully he goes fast enough. He's also really fast. So he can go 11 inches. So he can go right in the middle. That's fine. Just trying to hide him a little bit, but so that's them. I got on that point, So that's going to score me 10 points this turn for getting up on points. But for my things, I've got to kill your units, which you made hidey hole units and the 2 big characters, which are the hardest things for me to get up to and cause problems to. So I think I want to just do what I can to you. I can't get up on them. So they're going to get to move 7 inches. So even though I'm slow, right? I am a slow dwarf unit. I am slow, but I am going to get to move 7 inches up here. What's cool is I can even do the gyrocopters so that they're like extra fast, right? So what do the gyrocopters move? 12. So they could move 15 and still shoot with the if I have that thing going on.
Oh, and only one character can cast manifestation, right?
Each manifestation can only be tried once. All rules that aren't unlimited can only be done once.
Well, I'm always thinking he can't cast all 3 of them, can he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything stopping him from casting 3 manifestations.
Right.
He's got 3 casts. He can cast 3 spells.
Okay.
And each one's just a spell he knows, basically.
Just double checking.
Yeah, I think some of these guys in the back aren't going to be able to shoot, but most of them will be able to shoot. That's all that matters. I get a lot of shots on you. I still own this because I started the turn owning it, but for now I'm just going to use this gyrocopter to be policing it and stopping you from coming in back here on the point, basically. But I got to get some other characters around here, so let's see how far he can move. He just has to move 4. He's just going to run. I don't care. He'll just run. So he'll just go 7, which is what they moved. And then the wizard doesn't want to be left out alone, so he is going to also just kind of haul ass. He's a little faster. Let's see where this wizard wants to go. We'll hide him back here a little bit. Yeah, make sure both these guys get cover. Be the trick. You got to be within 1 inch of it to get the cover. So, okay. We are going to do. That's the movement phase. Do you want to counter move? Redeploy somewhere?
It's a D6, and there's nowhere I can move things up and up.
Yeah, I mean, it's just sort of a weird.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so now we're ready for the shooting phase, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to have them declare shots. They're going to declare their shots as many as can into the dryads.
Okay.
And I'm going to pay 1 for all-out attack with Master Ballistics, which gives them +1 to hit and wound.
Okay.
But you're -1 to hit and wound like all the time?
Because I'm within...
yeah, you're just -1 to hit and wound basically, so you're very annoying. Is that correct?
Yep, and then I also will get cover.
Well, if you're within, oh, we're going to move that one, you can keep that there. If you get cover, if certain models can get cover, I guess, but does your thing give cover? The other thing gets cover, but it's like your unit, like some guys will get cover, I think.
To cover, unstable, obscuring.
Yeah, so cover says if a unit is, let's just see for terrain rules what you have to do. Terrain, here we go, cover. Subtract 1 from hit rolls for attack target unit behind or wholly on this terrain feature, unless they charged or has fly. So that actually gives you -1 to be hit for cover, right? So you're getting a -1.
-2, basically.
So I'm getting +1 from the ability. But then I have, what is the other thing I can do to? Oh, I can cast the spell that gives me another +1 to hit. But I didn't do that.
So right now you're net +2 and I'm net -2.
Well, I'm only +1.
Okay, so you're
and -2.
Yeah.
So you can only make me -1.
Right.
But at least so I'll be -1 to hit because you have -2 to hit
And -1 to wound.
and -1 to wound, but the net is no more than +1.
Mm-hmm.
So -1 to hit and then flat wounds because I'm +1, you're -1.
Okay.
So it'll be the normal. So I think we're gonna.
So no point in doing all-out defense, right? Because it'll help with wounds. It's just to hit. So yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. All defense just gives you a bonus to your save. So I'm not sure what save you get, but.
I give them a ward.
Oh, can you give him a ward?
Yeah. It's off of him. He has a static. But question is, yep, they are wholly within 12 of him, so they have a 6/4.
Oh, if they're within 12 of him, they get the ward?
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta look at one more thing. To get cover, does your whole unit have to be within range, or is it just models get? Is it model by model, or is it the unit gets it?
For cover?
Yeah, I better look. So terrain says cover. Subtract 1 to hit rolls for attack to target this unit that is behind or wholly on this terrain feature. It doesn't really give you a lot of like what counts as behind or whatever. Oh, here you go. A model is wholly on a terrain feature if it's on that terrain feature or no part of it. When a unit is targeted by attack, it's possible to draw a line of sight from the closest point on the attacking model's base to a model in the unit that is within range without passing over the terrain feature. Then it's considered to be behind it for the attack model. So, okay, so for me, like this guy right here, he can see that guy right there. There's no cover, right? It's only because you're not wholly on either, and like so, it's like this guy here can wholly see, like he can see all of the guy. Like I think most of these guys can see most of you. So like these guys here, though, let me see how you do it. Let's see how we do it right because it's different than 40K, very different than 40K. It says, when the unit is targeted, if it is impossible to draw a straight line from the closest point on the attacking model's base to a model, so it's going to be the closest point. So I got to do like from the front, basically, to your front, without, which I don't think it counts the right there. So like that guy can shoot that guy, right? But he might, but like there's guys that will get cover and won't. So it's weird. The unit is targeted to a model that's still confusing because it just says it still just says to a model. It's to a model. So that it's model by model. So like some guys will have cover and some won't. So like these guys here, we'll just say these guys here from this point to the side. These guys, okay. These guys over here do give you cover and these guys don't. Okay, but it doesn't matter. It'll be flat or -1. Like some will be flat, some will be -1. No one will be +1. Okay, we'll try it. It's model by model. So let's see how many guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to say because of the terrain thing to that guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll say 7 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. And then there's 3 that can't shoot.
Are they all within range though?
Yeah. Okay. The guys that can't shoot are not. So that's why it's. So 7 guys are hitting on 3s because they're +1, -1, so hitting on 3s. Okay, so 2 misses. And then they normally wound on 3s, but they're +1, -1, so they're still wounded on 3s.
Yep.
All right, so there's 3. They're Ren 2 because they have anti-infantry +1, and they're Ren 1. So that probably doesn't give you much of a save. They're just 1 damage, yeah.
Okay. They don't get a save, but
you get a 6-up ward, yeah.
Fail. 3 guys die.
Okay, let me roll the.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna count them because right now 3 guys are coming back.
Yeah, in a second, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's do the Grudge Hammer Torpedo.
Okay.
He's in the cover thing, so he's 4. He's a 4. He hits. I don't think a 2 will wound. Gotta look at his sheet because it's the Grudge Hammer, so it might wound on a better roll. Oh, I gotta look on my thing. Where are the? Yeah, Grudge Hammer just wounds on 3, so he does not wound. Okay, good talk. All right, and then these guys are hitting on 4s. Oh, terrible. And then wounding on 3 still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They still wound on 3. Just one more. No, so 4 guys died.
So 1 actually dies.
Well, you can still pull them for
right.
other purposes, because when you set them up, you can actually get further movement out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you set them up, they get set up within range. So like when they come back, they can come back here.
Yep.
But is it auto 3 or is it auto D3?
It's auto 3.
Just 3. Damn.
3. Because they're 1-point models.
Oh yeah. That's pretty good. So I got to kill it's fucking Necrons, man, all over again. Sorry, freaking Necrons, all over again. Sorry, I wanted to make sure these guys were in range. They didn't get the plus. I forgot to move them. They're range 15. I didn't even move them. I was going to fly them over. Sorry. I was going to get them in range of something. Where's 15 from you? But see, I can't see through this.
Correct.
So could I get in range to shoot him? Let's see. How far away are we together? You are 28 inches away. I move 12 and have a 15-inch range, so 27. So no, can't shoot you. This guy here is 27 inches away, so I should be able to shoot him.
You can also shoot the tree.
Oh, actually, yeah, I'll just shoot the tree. That's probably smarter. I'll just move up here and shoot the tree down because that's better. Okay. Be a good question is if do you heal the tree with the
No, in this case it's
infantry. Okay, so all right. He'll drop shots into you. He's not +1 to hit from the ability because my guy's dumb.
What's fun though is she's really hard to kill because she's gonna heal 2d3 from her own ability.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I should have chosen because on both I could have chosen +1 to cast, but
oh, she gets to pick one of her.
Heal or +1 to cast.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Dark Upper Guns normally hit on 4s, gonna hit you on 5s because you're dumb. Hey, got a lot of hits though. I rolled good on that one. That makes up for the bad shots earlier. And then wound on 3s, but -1 to wound still, so wound on 4s. You guys are so annoying to kill. 2, and these are only AP1.
Are these on these guys?
Dryads, yeah.
Okay, so 2.
It's AP1 or
So
Rin 1. They have a 5-up save base, right?
So only Rin 1, so I need 6s.
Got 1.
Save 1, and then
It is 3 wounds. No, so 3 more. I killed a couple at least. And then the other one's going to shoot your tree, who doesn't give me any negatives. Yeah. Still, not roll as good. 2 on the tree at AP1.
needing 5s.
They have 4-up save.
And then
1 damage.
6 up there.
More damage. 2. And they have what? 12 health?
10. It's base 8, and then +2 for each.
Oh, okay. So that's actually pretty good. Okay, so that one shot there, that one shot there. This one's not going to shoot. No shooting, no shooting, no shooting. I think we have no charges. I think the turn's over.
Okay.
So for I didn't get Master of the Pass or Intercept and Recover for any of your units, right? Still kind of setting up to do that.
Oh, there is one thing I can do. Combat. Try to do mortals.
Oh, yeah, you can try to do mortals to me. That's true. What does that look like?
It looks like Vengeful Sport. 4-up D3 mortals.
Got it. How many? 3. So I took 3 mortals.
Doesn't
I have a 6-up ward, yeah. Manifestations all have 6s. So no, take 3. Okay. I think they have 6 health, so that puts it down to 3.
And then at the end of your turn,
What happens there?
Bring back my 3 guys.
Oh, yeah, because you can bring back. They just have to stay in coherency with the guy that's already in the unit, I think.
Yep. So I still have 4 dead, but that's okay. Comes to me.
So I scored 10 points for primary.
Okay.
That's it.
And then we don't gain CP again on my turn, right?
No, you don't. Yeah. So I'm at 2 and you're at 3.
Yep.
Because I spent 1 to extra run and 1 to all out attack these guys to make them have a chance of hitting you.
And I don't think I'm within place of power.
You only have to be within
it's 3.
like 3 inches of it. Yeah, yeah.
So no place of power.
Okay.
I am going to rally. I'm going to rally them.
Oh, hold on. I should have kept my guy within 3 of the place of power. I did not. Where's my little?
How many dice is it? It's 5 dice for rally.
I mean, he's within 3, but it's not going to help him. So, when you rally, you want to use the rally command, which is a good command to use. It's universal. Okay, do you have a musician in the squad?
Yes.
You get to roll additional dice when you rally. 6 rolls of d6. For every 4 up, you get a point, and you can heal a unit.
Is that with the +1 dice?
No, it's +1 on top of the 6 dice base.
Okay.
So you spend a CP, and you bring back probably 3 or 4 models. So super healing Necron Sylvaneth.
My bad. They no longer have that. They used to have a musician.
Okay, they don't have a musician anymore.
No.
Okay.
Which is fine. They're just 1 point. But
Still, you brought back all of them. So.
Yeah.
How many guys should you bring back?
and I think it's like pinks too.
You have to put them in coherency with the model that started the turn on the table.
Right.
So
But
those guys didn't start the turn on the table, so you can't put them. Well,
yeah, they did. They came in on your turn.
At the end of my turn, you're right. Yeah, so you can put them in front there. But if you put them within 3 of this, you might get hit.
I'm also going to try to heal the tree deeper. So 2.
So you can heal the tree because it's got his ability, right?
Yep. But that's fine.
You can put them up front then, but if you put them close to my thing, you might get hit.
It's what, range 3?
3 inches, yeah.
Yeah, I can. I can here stay out of 3.
Sure.
And then these 2 will just come to the back. Okay. Casting, because that was all the fun stuff.
Yeah, so activate place of power is beginning within 3 of a place of power, and you can do any of the effects. I'm going to do the. We both can do it though.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy's within. Oh, he's not within 3 of the edge. Just right. We decided the edge was the only thing that counted. So yeah, none of my heroes are close. I should have kept one close. Go ahead. I need an extra dispel, so this guy should have stayed within 3, so he could have got the extra dispel, but I messed up.
So just to speed things up, I'm doing the tree. So there's aerials and then reps.
Let's do them one at a time because it might determine what I do differently.
Okay.
Based on what you do.
Aerial. I believe I get it. It's not a high roll.
It's just a 6, so I can try to dispel on a 6.
Spawn.
Should be like a 5 or 6. It's usually pretty easy.
Yeah. It's a 6.
Okay, so I've got to roll a 7 to stop you. We'll do with one of these. It's within range. I got a 10, so it definitely stopped it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Then War Songs.
Okay. Got a 7.
Yep.
So I got to roll an 8 now. And I rolled an 8, so I stopped both the trees.
I thought you had a beat.
You rolled a 7, I rolled an 8.
Oh, my bad. For some reason, I was thinking.
You're not +1 to cast anymore. You think you're +1 to cast. You think we're playing 3rd edition.
That sucks.
You can banish manifestation is one of your options. So it's in the hero phase. It is banish manifestation. Pick a friendly wizard to use the ability. Pick a manifestation within 30 that was not summoned this turn. To beat the target, then make a banishment roll 2d6. Add 1 to the roll for every additional enemy manifestation on the battlefield after the first. Oh, that's good. That's useful to know. It gets easier the more they have. If it exceeds the base value, it's just removed from play. It's a hero phase ability that I don't believe it doesn't take up a spell. Like everybody gets to do it during their hero phase.
Okay.
Right? So, all right, go ahead.
So it's just free. Doesn't count towards.
It's just a free ability you get to do one, and it's still a rule of 1. It's not unlimited, so only one time.
So yeah, but he does get +1 because
it is a It's a banishment roll, not an unbinding roll.
It's his ability says banish and unbind.
Oh, so if it says banish and unbind, then yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
So you should don't roll 2 once, sir. Come on, don't roll a 2 or something again, or go ahead and try to roll a 2 for me, because those shackles are really helping me right now.
It does. It says unbinding and banish.
Good, you're good. So you basically don't have to roll very high. That's 12. So
13 actually, but yeah.
Yeah, 13. So those are gone. So you pick this up. Now you cannot summon them in the same turn that they were banished.
But it's going to be a new round. So.
Well, I could countercast and try to put it back out.
Okay.
I like to put those out on your turn more than my turn.
Mm-hmm.
They're better if I do it that way. So.
Okay, and then let's see. I guess. Let's see. Would you say he's within 9?
Of what?
Of the tree.
He's a little outside of 9. Why?
So.
Well, those guys are in 9.
Because his spell checks from a tree.
Oh, he says from a tree.
I choose 3 units.
So those 2 units are within range? Yep. Oh, is it the one that damages if you're close to a tree?
Yep.
I should have killed that damn tree. Instead of shooting at them, I should have shot all their shots into the tree. Lesson learned. Shoot the fucking tree.
Sure, because I don't have anything else really to cast right now. Because, canceled.
The 2 trees. Well, you got to cast other stuff before you do much else.
So it's on a 7. I fail.
Okay.
That's both his casts.
Okay, so you got 2 more. I have 1 more Dispel that I'll be in range of her with, because both of these guys are within 30 of her. And he was within 30 of him, so yeah.
Not in range with hers, so... You know what?
Instead bring a thing out.
So, because I still need to try to get a tree, and I can choose to unbanish beforehand. She was within range for her. No, she wasn't. She was just out of.
She was out of range, yeah.
Dang, because I was just gonna say
you were gonna do it last round. You couldn't do it last round. You can't do it this round. So.
Okay. So yeah, I guess just manifestations. The worm.
Say 7.
Pretty sure that gets it. Because mine are actually pretty low.
Yeah, mine are 8s. And I had to pay points for them.
Auxiliary manifestations.
I just had 30 points left over.
Yep.
I had 40 points left over. I was like, I might as well pay for the
I get it.
manifestation. So you got a 7 on the dice?
Yep.
So that goes off, right? So I'm looking for an 8. Nope. So that one goes off. Summon that. Summon your snake. Freaking Aaron summons trouser snake. I mean, wizard killing snake. Oh. While you're doing your movement phase, I probably got to add resin to the printer because I'm printing a really big object.
Mm-hmm.
And about halfway through, I need to add resin so it's going to run out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's so big.
Sadly, there's no real place to move them. Place them.
So I mean, he's going to teleport later, so.
Yep. And then I'm going to try to cast the Skull Root.
Oh, you're trying to get Skull Root now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Because none of my spells are in range to do anything.
Yeah. Go ahead.
7 again.
You got it.
I got a 5, which fails.
All right.
Oh, and 6, technically.
Why's that? Oh, are you going to choose +1 to cast now?
Because she's not hurt. So there's no point in trying to heal 2d3.
Okay, so you're leaving her on +1. Okay.
So I'm just going to make it blanket. She's going to get +1 unless she's taking damage.
Okay. When do you pick that, though? Beginning of the battle round or on her turn?
I'm pretty sure it's command phase, but let's see.
If it's in yours or mine, or that'd be important to know. Does it switch during yours? Does it switch during mine?
It's any hero phase.
Okay. So yeah, any hero phase. You can switch during any?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can just switch back and forth?
Yeah.
Damn. All right. I guess I'm going to cast, because I don't have a lot else to spend my CP on, so I'm going to go down to 1.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast with the guy that does the Grave Tide. He'll be -1, but he's +1. So basically, I'm just hoping to roll an 8 on the dice.
Where is he?
He's the little necromancer at the bottom of the table.
This one or that one?
He's down here. Yeah, he's still. I can't stop you from getting to do your ability. I mean, but if I get this out, it would be really useful to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got a 9. So that makes it hard for you to stop. But you rolled a 10, 11. So you beat me.
11.
Right? Yes. So I rolled a 9.
I rolled an 11, so you take 2 damage.
I take 2 mortals, which really sucks to be me. And you stop my spell. So good talk. Love it. because you used your once. It's once per turn
It's
or
once per turn.
round. Okay, yeah, once per turn. So you can do it even on the other guy's turn. I should have moved him like slightly out of 30.
Yeah.
If I was smart, I would have moved him slightly out of 30, but I want him to get cover. So I was like, eh. All right, go ahead.
All right. So movements.
Yeah, do your movement phase and go ahead, Rosen.
These guys are just gonna go out just a little bit. Go out just a little bit. Actually, they can stay back. The side unit of Dryads are going to run.
They better run away.
I'm going to spend a CP to make it a 6.
You do that before you roll, not after.
Yeah, I didn't roll.
Yeah, it's fine. I was just making sure. That's one of those rules that people get wrong a lot. Take an hour to move you guys. Go ahead. Just move them up. Because you got to get 3 of them wholly outside your friendly territory.
Yes.
So that's big because your guys are so big and fat. It's hard.
What are you talking about? My guys are easy to get.
20-man units, man. It's hard to get them fully out.
Who says 20-man units? Why do you think I put my?
I know. That's what I'm messing with you about. Just have lunch.
There's a reason why I did my so many tree revs, because they can just step out. Oh, I also need to roll my Spite Hive. On a 2+, I'm gonna give.
What does it do?
So I pick a unit within 3 inches.
Yeah. It's in the hero phase.
It's in the hero phase, right?
Yeah.
I either choose to give something a 6 of forward, or I choose to give it +1 to run and charge.
Oh, that's useful.
I'm gonna choose my what's it called? My sword Kurnoth.
Sword dude, yeah.
I rolled a 2, +1 to charge.
So it's on a 2 or higher?
Yep.
That should work. I'm printing the largest thing I've ever printed.
Then my last unit of Dryads are going to run as well. Yes, I hard rolled a 6.
Nice. What you needed to.
Well, because I'm gonna bubble wrap my my boy. This back unit. So basically, I'm just trying to protect.
Yeah, I would like to kill him very much.
I'm gonna have to just. It's not all of them.
So these guys ran to get up on there, or they just?
Yeah, no, they ran, and I just took the CP to do it.
So they won't be able to charge afterwards.
I know.
And then I still own the point because I have more OC on it, I think.
Yeah, that's okay. I've got plans.
You got plan, okay. You're doing Trixie Falsey. This is not. You're not playing Zinch anymore. You got to realize. You're not playing Zinch. You're playing.
I started with this. Okay. This is how I learned my tricks. All right. So they're out. They're out. No, they're not. I just need to just go over the line because I toe tapped it. I have 3 units out.
Okay. So 1,
2,
2,
and then.
Well, they're not. They're out, right?
Yeah,
Or they're pretty
1,
close?
2, 3.
Okay. Yeah, these guys don't look like they're out, but I mean, because it's halfway point of the map. It's like. So they have to be wholly out. Yeah, they could get out. I'm saying they just don't look like they were out. If you wanted them to be out, they can. Yeah, there you go. So there's 3 units out. So you score at the end of the turn, you'll score your thing.
Right.
I'm trying to decide if I want to redeploy or shoot the out of you. Because these guys here can redeploy, and I can move them back. And that might help me to not get charged. Because they didn't run.
Correct.
They did.
They did not.
Oh, they did not run.
I use my realm paths too.
Okay. So if I redeploy, it makes their charge harder. It makes their charge harder. Makes my life a lot better. You could just charge the gyrocopter. I don't care. The gyrocopters are throwaway units. Or I shoot you, but I don't think I can shoot and do that much damage to you. I can shoot here and do some damage, but they're not infantry. Are the sword guys infantry?
Pretty sure they're not.
Yeah, maybe they
no,
should.
they are.
Okay, so.
But they do have a 4-up save.
Yeah, so I'll be Rin 2 though. So I mean, I think it's better to redeploy because I don't want to get charged by them. That would ruin my day. So we'll just roll that d6, and I hope I roll a 4 or 5 here. 4+ would be really good. 1 or 2 would make me feel like I'm a dwarf again. 5, there we go. I'm getting out of there. So they're on trays, but I'm gonna sort of figure out basically this front guy goes to there. I'm still gonna have to leave some guys in front of the characters here. But I'm gonna kind of scoot them this way, and then I'll scoot these guys back in, just keep coherency. Because they're going to run sort of around the characters there. So that makes that charge, hopefully, I need to move this guy further back in the other direction. I do not want them to be charging that way. I'm going to have to go like this. Because that charge should have got harder, because they were 9 away, right?
Mm-hmm.
They shouldn't have been closer than 9. But I moved. Now I made it like an 11. All right, I'll make it like an 11.
And I'm glad in this version of the game, I just roll.
You just roll, and if you get it, you get it. And if you don't, you don't.
Mm-hmm. But
I want to bubble wrap the character so you can't. Well, you can if you get within 3, so it doesn't really matter. So if you get the charge off, you'll be able to swing on the character. So.
All right. No shooting for me.
Okay. All right, and I don't have any more things I can do, so go ahead.
So the one that matters, turn off. Oh, that sucks. That was a 6.
No, 7 won't do it.
8. Sure.
We know for sure 8 won't do it.
I'll re-roll it.
You got a CP. 9.
9, 10.
That might do it.
I have a 10 in total.
You got to get within half an inch is the trick. So I try to make it an 11-inch charge. So I think you need an 11. I think you need a 10 on the dice because you have to get within half an inch to make a charge. But you can just charge these guys, yeah. And then you can sort of pile into the other stuff here. So yeah, you can just charge that guy.
Because I can fit 1 nicely right there and be within the 3 inches needed to.
Yeah.
Swing, right?
Yeah, and then you can swing on the character if you really want to.
Yeah. And then now I just need to
Now, I don't know if when you charge, it has the same 40k rules of like you have to
I
move towards the closest enemy model or anything weird. Or I'm just recharging just to make sure we do it right. Special rules. Why is charging an advanced rule?
That should be a
part
base
of the base rules. Yeah, it should be a base rule. Let me just look it up in the back because they're dumb. CR 14.3. So where is? It's before movement. Okay, that's why. Sure. Move a distance up to the value of the charge roll. The unit can move through the combat ranges of enemy units. It must end that move within half inches of a visible enemy unit. Yeah, so just the unit has to end up within half inch. So just as long as one guy
the one guy
ends up within a half inch.
He's the actually.
So you get to pile in though during the fight phase.
Well, it's that.
What? Oh.
The range is 3 inches, right?
Yeah. We'll roll a dice for each model in this unit for each. So it just says the unit that charges turn, pick a unit that's in combat, which is 3. Roll a dice for each model in this unit for each 3 plus 1 mortal. So you do it on them though.
Nope.
Or you can do it on them.
Yep.
Does that say something you charged?
It says if this unit charged this turn, pick an enemy unit that is in combat.
Yep. So this guy's in combat.
So yeah,
But then I'm not in combat with those 2 guys, but it doesn't matter as long as you're in combat with one guy. Yeah.
Well, it says so he's within, and it counts the number of guys in my unit.
Yep. You're about to kill the wizard. Go ahead.
Should have hit him better. 3 ups. I failed 2, so 1.
Take 1 damage. All right. I don't know how many wounds he has, but he's taking 1.
Okay.
You'll probably die from the swings though.
And then do I don't really need to.
So this guy doesn't want to base me. He just wants to end within half.
Mm-hmm.
So that he's allowed to scooch forward. Because he's in range, but he'd be the only guy that would attack me.
Sadly, I lose the ward on them, but that's okay.
If what?
I don't have the ward on them. Because pesky ability says holy.
Yeah.
Are
they charging the other gyrocopter?
I don't think it's smart to do it. Screw it. We're learning. Let's see if this is a bad mistake or not.
Okay. Completely out of the box.
I rolled a 10. And by the way, that gets me here.
So at 10, you can get in on them if you want. Okay.
Or
you can choose. Or you can get in on those guys.
Which I think that's better, just because I can possibly take that point and get a little primary this time.
Yeah, you can get points if you do it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Those guys can easily get within 10, yeah.
Can you help me out?
Get within half an inch.
And then that one can get half an inch.
You're going to get to do a pile-in move, though, so you're going to get lots of these guys. And then basically go right there. And then 10 from the back of him is to the back of them, so you go right there.
And these are all individual.
Yeah, I notice these guys can go up.
Basically, these are just going to end up here. Just
behind it, yeah.
There's too many guys in the way.
Something in the way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, I was just making sure I didn't pull from that other unit. Okay.
Yep.
That's it for charges.
That's it. So who do you want to fight first?
How hard do they hit?
Not hard. They're a little ranger unit. They're a 100-point ranger unit, so they're not going to do much of shit to you. So.
And I lose my minus by doing that, but that's okay. The one that matters is here, anyways.
Yeah. So you can make a pile move of up to 3 inches, but you have to stay in combat with everybody that you started the turn in combat of, which is everybody over there, so it's fine. So he can just move one guy at a time. Just move up to 3 inches, but he can't get further than just base contact with me. He can base. Once you base, you can't move anymore. So.
Okay. So he's already in.
He doesn't have to be though. I'm saying you don't have to. He doesn't have to base me when he charges.
Right.
He can just get within half an inch, and then he can scoot himself as close as possible as right there. And then those guys. Now you have 2 guys that can attack for sure. This guy cannot attack the wizard, but he can attack the unit or this.
Okay.
But you have 2 guys that could go into the wizard if you want. I will tell you, the battle mages have a 6+ save and 5 health. So you got to do 4 damage.
I'm going to do 2 into the mage and 1 into the copter.
Okay. This is probably a dead mage. Because you're trying to score that 5 points for killing the character.
Yep. So.
Which I'm not going to get to do for like a long ass time.
6.
Okay.
And then it says crit mortal. Is that on the hit or on the?
On the hit.
Okay.
I believe crit mortals are on the hit. You just do mortals. Yeah, that's why those guys are better.
He's dead.
Yeah. You did 2
because I got
crits.
2 and they're 2 damage each.
Yeah, so that kills the wizard. All right, the rest of the attacks don't matter.
I mean, the other ones are.
One of the Gyrocopter matters, but not the other ones.
Hit and then losing on a 3. Just 2 damage, 2 mortals.
You did 2 mortals to me? Okay, they have 5 health. So that'll put him, we count up into AOS, forgot. So here's 2 damage on him. Yeah, crit mortals is pretty good. Okay. All right, so then we do this fight because it's the fight that matters, right? Barely, you better stay out of range of me. Okay, so I'm gonna just move up on you as best I can to get maximum number of models from this unit to cause problems with you, but not I don't want to give you free points on me. Just want to make sure all my guys can fight. Let's see what the Wild Corps look like. So, Wild Corps hunters, they have hunting weapons and Trailhound's ferocious bites. So the leader, the guy with the gun, he gets the bite and the hunting weapon. It's weird. But then the dogs just get bites. The other guys just get hunting weapons. So you're not getting the bonus right now. So I'm just normal to hit and wound. So 3, 4. Where's my dice? Donde está? Vote 10 dice. Here we are. All right, so 2 attacks per guy. This is his. He got 4 points of summoning for summoning stuff. I should probably use different dice than the wound dice because he had some too. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he had 2 points of summoning points. We'll use his gray dice. And he had 4 points of summoning points. That way they're different colored dice because red's for wounds. Okay. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So 7 hunting weapons. These are 4s and 4s. Okay. No AP. Brother. I only got 3 hits out of 14 attacks on 4+. I mean, that's just. Have I played you recently? 1 wounds.
5. 1 damage?
Yeah. And then this is the bites. They're slightly better than the other guys, but not a lot better. Okay. I'll re-roll that one of the bites. That being a 6. Oh, and made it to a fail. 2 more. No AP, no rend, 1 damage. Damn, that was really bad rolls.
Fail 1, pass 1.
Kill 2. They don't care. All right, so now you do your 3-inch pile in. So you can go around the corner. They're already in, basically, but you can have 1 guy go around. I'll just scoot 1 guy up here, basically. I think I'll move up 3.
Did you force them in?
No.
Okay.
That was the goal. I was trying to stay. I didn't move him at all. He didn't move.
Mm-hmm.
So he should be 3 inches away from you, but we're not. So I don't know what happened.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just need a.
And then, all right, so you're going to get those guys there. It's 3 inches, so you're going to get 2 ranks of guys, but you're going to get, like, these guys scoot over here, and then these guys fill in.
Then I guess.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, probably, which is still a lot.
So 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Probably it's because I fought first. I was able to kind of base you on it, and you don't get to pile in after you fight unless you have a CP.
13 or 14?
13.
13. Okay, this one's going to be. Needing 4s. So I'm going to pull up.
The 1 cock is very
Yeah,
cocked. It's cocked on a 1, though.
Just let's make some room.
Sorry. Alright, oh. Okay, and then what do they move down? 3s, 4s, 5s?
4s.
Yeah. Are they 4s and 4s?
Yeah, 4s.
Same as me, yeah. But you rolled about the same number of attacks I rolled, and somehow rolled far better than me.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. No AP 1 damage.
10 saves at 5 ups. These guys don't have the worst armor. 5 up saves. Hopefully I roll bad on attacks, but good on saves. Is that right? No. I made 3, which is about average. So I'm going to lose 7. So obviously the dogs go first, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. So I got 4 dwarves left.
So see, this is where I wish I had the CP to then move over them.
Where you do the
push through or whatever.
Yeah, the pile. Yeah. So, but you had to use it for the reroll, so.
Right. And what is your current OC?
4 or 5 on it. You've got 1
2.
touching it. 2 maybe.
From this unit, 2.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So.
I thought I'd try and.
Yeah. If you wiped him, I'd only have 1 on it. So, because I'm pretty sure those guys are just 1s. The hammers are just 1. Oh, actually, but they have a banner. But the banner's only a +1 on him.
You have 5 on it currently?
Yeah, 5 on it.
Got 5 on it. I need you to kill 1 more.
What's that?
Because at the end of my turn, I put these back.
Oh, that's true. So that means you're not going to get it?
Yeah, because so the best I could, like, if you killed 1 more.
Oh, because you could put them back on the point.
On the point.
Oh, fucking dumb.
That's why I was.
Let's fight over here because you're done fighting. So we're going to just get these guys up. I'm going to pull them off the base now. I hate this, but we're going to get a ton of guys on you because my guys are on small bases and it's very easy for them to. You did pull the cocksmith in, but he's just going to. He doesn't care, I guess, that you're going to kill him too now. I mean, he'll get to attack whether he wants to or not, but. All right, so these guys piled in. I should get all of them. Should get all 20 attacks. I don't think these guys are good at fighting. They are dwarves, though. So let's see. Plated fists. No, they are real shit at fighting. Unfortunately, they are absolutely, completely trash at fighting. Why? These are dwarves, man. They should have more pride. They should be better than this. Got 18. I'm missing 2 dice. Are there 2 dice somewhere else? Because they're missing out of my box is what I was thinking. There's 1 there, so we're missing 1 now. Damn. Keep losing dice. Hopefully I didn't drop it on the floor.
I didn't hear you drop.
Hate to be losing one of my expensive Baron of Dice dice, but we'll just do it. Here we go. 4s and 4s, 1 attack apiece. Not great. Well, it doesn't help that I roll trash, but that one misses. A lot of misses. So I should have got 10 hits, but I got 7 because I rolled shitty again. I should end up though with, that's actually okay at the wounds though. So I got 6 wounds, which is more than average. I should have had 5. So it all works out. Thanks, statistics.
AP?
None. So 4 ups. You guys are too good at saves. Failed 3.
1 damage each?
Yeah, 1 damage each. Then I'm going to do the gyrocopter. Now, you'll be surprised to know he is going to hit you with rotor blades. 4s. 1 hit. 1 wound. AP 1.
5. How much?
1 damage because I rolled a 1. Damn. Rolled bad on him too. And then the cogsmith guy. He's a hero. Hopefully he can fight. Oh no, he doesn't. He has a gun butt. He hits on 4s. He wounds on 4s. 1 wound. His is AP 1. So you failed. It's 2 damage. So does it kill a guy?
The damage rolls over.
Yeah, damage rolls over. And then that's the Cogsmith. Yeah, that's not great. Because now these guys can't shoot in combat. And yeah, that's not fun. But we'll see what happens. What's that?
Oh, just my ability, the one that heals, just says I have to be within 3 of the terrain.
Just, yeah, any terrain feature, which they are, because, well, maybe not, because remember we only count the...
oh, true.
Yeah, you're out of 3 because we only counted the inner circle.
And then, yeah, cool.
Yeah, so you're... Okay, cool. Got you out of terrain. Can't heal them.
But I can do them.
Yeah, you could do them, yeah.
That's it. I will give back these 2. Right, yeah.
Okay.
But that's still
You
not
can't bring
enough.
back...
It's
Oh, because
3
you only
dice.
had 2 dead. You only had 2?
Yep.
So the more I killed,
That's
the more
what I'm
chance you were...
saying.
Yes.
That's why I wish you would have killed one more, so I at least tie you on it.
Yes. Well, it doesn't matter. Time doesn't help either one of us, because I can't score it on this turn.
Mm-hmm.
On turn 2, well, we don't know who's going to go first.
Right.
You could double me right here.
I wouldn't
But-
want to. Well, I don't know. Maybe it would be worth it.
But remember, we also have the underdog thing on turn 2.
Yes.
So right now, I had scored 10 points, but no secondaries. But you're going to have scored 10 points because you're going to have scored 2 secondaries.
Yep.
So we're going to be tied. There'll be no underdog.
Yeah, I should do that too. So
I'll give you. You want a counter for your
I-
points?
right here.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, you gave me some for.
Oh yeah. That's good for your big guy. Yeah. I just put with my other dice. So I have 10 and you have 10 at the end of this turn. So nobody's going to be the underdog,
Yep.
unless you double me, and then I'm for sure the underdog.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
So that is a thing that could happen. Yeah. So now and you don't have to remember, if you roll it, you can choose to go normal order, or you can choose to try to double.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But then if you choose to double on this turn, it's like, how useful is it? Because you can't score these this turn. 2, 5. So you won. You can choose to go first or second.
Well, let me reread these.
Yeah. Reread your things.
Because if I can get these, like me not getting primary here.
Well, you don't get to score tactics if you double.
Right, but I'm saying if you keep it, like, there's a chance I don't score any primary. Like, is that
Anyway,
okay?
yeah. You have to see if you could score primary or secondary min. You can't score secondary, so you have to see if you were set up to score one this turn.
Mm-hmm. I complete this battle tactic if there are more friendly units in neutral territory than enemies. So right now you have what, 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They don't count. 5, 6, 7. So I've got 7. But that's at the end of your turn.
Right.
Right now you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've got 4. I have 7, but you get to manipulate that. Oh, yeah, they count too. So no, yeah. So you have 5.
And I can teleport them, get 6.
And then run something else out.
Well, so I can teleport them for free. I can teleport one of these guys for free.
Oh, that's nice. I go through the pathways, yeah.
So I can get to 7. I just need to make sure to get something else out.
Or kill something if fine.
Right.
These guys might die.
Right.
Quite easily they might die, and then that gets you...
The other one that was rough. I have to control 3 or more objectives or terrain in your area.
In my area, so yeah. So this right now nobody's controlling this.
Correct.
So if you can get within range of it. Oh yeah.
These guys are within 3.
Yeah. So if they're within 3, I have control of. I have like 3 guys, so it wouldn't be hard to take the control away.
Right, and you're in control of that one, which is also in your territory.
Yeah, I've got like 10 guys.
So there's a chance I can do well on secondary. So, coach. Yeah, I think I'm going to stay second.
Okay.
Right.
Not double. Because you can score.
Because do I score these in your turn as well?
No, at the end of your turn.
Okay.
So this guys will be dead at the end of.
So
but I won't have removed any of your units probably.
And then when do you trigger the underdog stuff? On
At the
your turn?
beginning of this turn, we started it at the beginning of the round.
Okay.
Nobody was underdog because I scored 10 primary, you scored 10 secondary.
Right.
So I have a hard time in my primary. I have to kill one of your 3 chosen units,
right,
which I can't kill. And then I have to try to kill I can't score primary for all I'm going to score is 5 points on primary this turn. So if I don't score secondary, I'm screwed.
There's really nothing for you to heal. The ward kind of sucks.
And nobody's close enough to do it. Nobody's within range of the place of power.
No.
Oh, you mean the underdog? No one has the underdog though.
Right. If I take it though.
Oh, if you take it,
that's why.
Yeah. What's the underdog saying?
So you either heal D3 if you're contesting an oaken bow, which you're not contesting an oaken bow.
Which is the oaken bow?
Oaken bow.
Those are oaken bow. Okay.
Yeah. You're not contesting it, so you don't get to heal.
When would this happen? When does it say the triggers?
Once per battle round, start of battle round. So
okay. So right now.
Yeah. And then, so you would take this other one that says, for the rest of the battle round, while a friendly unit is contesting Gnarl Root, which I'm guessing is those.
Yeah.
Gnarl Root. If they have a ward, they get +1 to it. Otherwise, they get.
Yeah. So I get 4 up wards on my hammers because they have 5 ups, so they would go to 4 ups.
Which ones are the wards? Those ones?
Hammers have it, and those guys over there have it.
But they don't really matter at the moment.
Sure, unless they countercharge or get into combat with you, get on the point and cause problems.
Mm-hmm. Which sucks. The best I can do is try to get him close to make it back to a 5.
Yeah. Which helps me with killing your hero.
Right.
Because I will kill him if you get him anywhere close to me. I'll kill Ariel if you get her anywhere close to me. She's marked to be dead, so probably should bring her ass back, but all I gotta do is kill her. She doesn't have to stay dead. I'll score points if she just dies.
Right. Okay. So they're not within range, are they?
Of what? Are you gonna go or let me go?
Oh, I'm going first.
You're taking it, so I'm an underdog now.
Yeah. I just need to double check the heal.
Wait, let me see the mission thing again.
It's over here.
So just to see, because it says for rejuvenation. I have to use rejuvenation. Oh yeah, so I have to do this top one. So yeah, for the rest of this battle round, while a unit is contesting Gnarl Root, it has a ward save, add 1. If it doesn't, it has a ward. So now these guys have a 6-up ward, they have a 4-up ward.
Yep.
And that's good for me. Okay.
All right, so we both get 4.
Actually, if you're the underdog, I think you get an extra 1 as well.
Which is
look that up. Maybe that's old ones. Underdog. Rule number 12. All right. Determine active player. Determine underdog. Whichever player's fewest victory points is the underdog. If the players are tied, there's no underdog. If someone goes doubles, though, the other person gets to be underdog. Where does it say we get command points? That's what I'm looking at.
It would be the start of battle, or start of a battle round.
Yeah, but it doesn't say that at all. Like, it doesn't mention command points in here at all.
Maybe it's in advanced rules.
That's what I'm saying. But it has all these abilities, command abilities here. So you'd think that it would be part of the. Oh, it is in advanced rules. Hold on, because you don't have to use commands. They decide we want to make the game where you can do it easily. Here we go. Page 48. This next page tells us how to use command points and get command points. Commands. Okay. Each player gains 4 command points at the start of each battle round. The underdog gains 1 extra, so I'm up to 5. See, there it is. People just don't know that rule very well.
Mm-hmm.
Each unit can only use 1 command per phase. Each command can only be used 1 time by each army per phase. You must pay the command points to use the commands. Yep, there we go.
Cool. My boy's going to try to cast tree. 5 does not get it.
Okay, I like it.
Ariel will try to cast.
She's +1. Ooh. So 7.
Yep.
Try to stop it because I hate trees. Fuck it, didn't stop the trees. Put out a tree. I'm dwarves, we hate trees. We're going to chop those bitches down. What's the range on it?
24.
Oh, that's pretty good. So she could drop one like back here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably to a 2 tree right here.
I could probably do a 3 because those are my guys, not yours.
Yeah, but can you put it on top of your own models though?
Mm-hmm. Okay, it says I can't do it on yours.
Okay.
So 24. It also gets me over here though.
Yeah.
Where'd the dick measure go?
Be like a random order. Alright, so you're casting, and you're putting that out. And your stupid trees have to be 3 inches away from.
So this guy needs to come off. This guy needs to come off.
Awaken wall wholly within 24. So also check your wholly within 24, which I think you're good though. Yeah, just 1 inches from enemy units and terrain features. 3 inches from all objectives. And so when you cast this one, it only has to be 1 inch away from terrain, not 3. So you could actually, when you cast it, it says 3 inches from all objectives, 1 inch from enemy units and other terrain. So you can actually get it really close to that place of power if you wanted to. And you are allowed to cast it but I don't know about casting it on top of your other units.
It's fine. Me pushing that.
Because I don't think you can put it on top of your models. You can't, because it counts as a unit. But you can do that, and that's within 24, and it's a triple, and it's, yeah.
So there's 24, it's right on top.
Yeah, you're good. So you can put it there, and you're fine.
Yep.
You don't have to be 1 inch away now, so that makes the trees really hard to deal with.
And then also, too, this is the range of my effects, is 12. So sadly, I can't see it to try to do some mortals with my plan.
Yeah.
That's your other caster?
Yeah.
Let's see, with this other spell, are you still within 9? You are. So let's do his other spell.
What's within 9?
You're within 9 of my tree.
Yeah. Try to do dumb stuff to me. Can it hit me if I'm in combat?
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, some things usually do.
Let's see. Oh, already put them back. I'm not wholly within the heal. The other spells kind of suck that I get, so it's just this. I need a 7.
Well, that's why we were going to play the stores, because then.
Nope, I rolled a 3.
All right, good for me.
Then her other 2 spells, she'll try to cast the Skull Root. I got it on 10. Would you like to try to stop that?
What are you casting where?
The tree.
Wait. Oh, the manifestation
tree.
thing.
The manifestation tree.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to stop it. How about a 12?
Yep, that'll do it.
Yeah. Shut that shit down.
And there's nothing else for her to cast. Okay. Elmuvatos. These guys will move. To there. My worm is going to come over here. You got yourself a wizard.
I'm got a guy right next to him that's not a wizard, though.
That's fine. This is this the wizard or the one in the back?
This is the wizard. You got to be 9 away from the non-wizard. So,
Right, so there's 6 for the wizard.
but yeah, you're good. Just measure 9 from him because it doesn't really matter about. And then make sure you're 9 from those guys. Should still be okay on. You just maybe an 8-inch charge rather than a 9 because I'm a 25 millimeter base. So you got to get within a 1/4 inch. So you need an 8 to charge, but instead of a 9, you need an 8.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. My Spite Swarm is going to give ward to my unit dryads here. Try to at least. Got a 6.
So what is this?
Spite is going to give them ward 6.
No. Use the ability to give them the ward. Yeah.
Okay. I already control you. You know what? Let's give it a try. These guys are going to come over here. Try to 9-inch charge on top of the point. If you get it.
Yeah, try to charge him and yeah, go for it. Would be 10-point turn then. So.
Mm-hmm. I only need the one guy, so. Nine. Back just a little bit. Got a little 9-inch curve.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they just as tough into melee as those ones?
What's that?
Are these just as tough in melee as
They're
those
the
ones?
same unit, and they are like the only thing in my army that's good. Everything else is filler. Hammers are like, they definitely fuck.
What's the range on your shot? I don't want to be that close because they suck. I guess he's going to move to the side. And then Ariel's going to move here. Alright. That's it for movement. Pretty sure Trios don't have. Yep. So charges. One
So
over
you
there.
got looking for the 9. This is one that gains you points, so you probably want to reroll this one. No. 1 CP down. Okay. Now what?
8. Got that one.
11. So he probably wants to go in on both though, but
Yeah.
yeah, he'll have to kind of basically.
I think I sacrificed them. They're going to try to charge as well.
Hold on. That's right. I could countercharge with these guys and just run backwards basically with the countercharge, and that would make these guys. That would make me have a chance to killing that.
Is it after I make a charge?
It's after you make the charge. That's a reaction.
Okay.
So you do it. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's after the charge phase.
It's going to be in the book.
Yeah. Maybe it's at the end of the charge phase. A lot of other things are It's like that's the question of whether we do it or not. So counter charge, just enemy charge phase, yeah. So yeah, no, they wait till all your charges are done, and then I can try to charge.
So they'll charge.
Yeah.
Got a 7.
They're in.
Basically, I want to hold them off on point. So.
Yeah, that's fine. They're still going to be really tough. You're going to get your -1 to hit and wound, but my guys are going to be very, very tough.
And that's okay. But they're there just to stop them.
Just trying to get a lot of bodies on the point, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So they get almost 15, something, 16 bodies on the point for points purposes. But jacking me up there.
Okay. Yeah. That's it for charges. Okay. And I forget, charge doesn't give strike first, right?
No, you do not get strikes first. So
I can choose any battle?
Yes, so you could choose this battle or this. You choose one unit to activate.
I'm thinking them, just so.
Yeah, that might be the right pick.
Question is yeah, the copter sucks. It can do a little bit higher damage, but taking out more guys I think is better. As many guys as I can.
Okay. Mortals is beautiful, my friend.
I'll save it. So freeze.
Pretty good. Only 2 misses.
And
2 crits, which is really good on that many dice.
Mm-hmm. So
what's the rend on those basic ones?
Red 1.
Okay, so these guys.
4 at red 1.
These guys are dwarves, so I expect them to have at least a 4-up save. Let me look for it. Iron Drake. They are wearing Grommel armor. They're a 3-up save. So those two are 4. So I'm going to make 3 saves, but then I'm going to end up taking 5 damage from 2 mortals and the one. Oh, it's 6 damage because it's spell damage. So
yep.
6 damage. That's a lot of guys, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll just take these 6 guys in the back here. Might rally them back out in a minute. Okay. I'm going to do these guys just to finish you off as best I can. So I'm going to hop them up here, and then basically these guys are coming in just to fill the gaps. And let's see how many guys I can get in. And then I want to leave them within range of.
What's their AP?
It's like rend 1, I think. So
I'm thinking whether or not I want to all-out defense them, because I don't plan on doing much damage to them anyways, even if I all-out attack.
So it will depend. Yeah. So you're a 5-up save base, right?
Yep.
Okay. Hammers are in melee. AP 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're rend 1. So if you all-out defense, you'll basically go back to a 5-up save.
Let's try to save as many as I can.
And I'm going to all-out attack because I feel like that is really important because you are giving me -1 to hit.
Yep.
Because you do have the. I forgot to counter the. I could have at the end of your turn cast a prayer, try to cast a spell or counter prayer or whatever. But all right. Let me see here.
I mean, it behooves me to let you go ahead and try to cast.
Yeah, I know. You can't. This is prayer though. You can't stop.
Oh, if you're doing a prayer.
Because the prayer on these guys would give them the prayer I already started though would just give them -1 to wound. Makes them a little tougher. But 1, 2. This 20. We determined that before. And so I'm going to end up with 20, 16. So I'm going to have 32. So here's your 24. Because we're still missing 1 random dice. Somewhere. I dropped it into somewhere like that, maybe. So this is 24 at a 32. Okay. So you're +1, -1 on me, so I'm hitting on 4s. And of course, this is a terrible looking dice box. It is a trash box of trash. It's cogs. There's 1 misses. Roll to a miss. Miss. Okay, and then I normally wound on 3s, but you're going to make me wound on 4s because you're really dumb. You have dumb rules. We're okay on the wounds though. So 4, 6, 7 saves. It's +1, -1, so it's back to 5 ups.
How much damage?
2 apiece.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 5, and then there's 10.
Okay, and then this is the next 8 attacks. Still what I didn't have dice for. So 4s and 4s. Exactly average on that one. And I rolled real trash on that one, just 1. And so 2 more guys. Okay. You pick the next combat. You're killing them. That's the only other combat, basically. Or you can kill him. Or you can kill the wizard, yeah. What's his attacks look like?
Well, I know I'm anti-wizard.
Yeah, so you're probably really good at killing the wizard.
6 attacks, anti-wizard, rend 1, 4 to hit, 2 to wound. It'll be AP 2, D3 damage. Your cogsmith though can fight.
He's not. He's a ward. He's a rune lord.
Okay.
He's not great at combat. He's okay.
Sure. I will do that unit of dryads, and I can pile in again, right?
Which one? Yeah, when they fight, they pile in, and then they fight, unless they're based. So yeah, you get more guys. So you should basically be able to pile in around this way, 3 inches, and everybody should be able to get in now.
Mm-hmm.
So you should be able to get all of these guys, and because you're wholly within 12 of a tree now, because your distance is wholly within range, so you should be able to swing all of them if you want to. How many guys together?
20.
Oh, you have 20 because you didn't let anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, 20. So that's 40 attacks on 4s and 4s?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just going to do 10 at a time just to
Okay, make it easier.
Yeah. 4s.
Whew, look at you rolling decent.
So in this case, it's just.
Oh, actually, those are ones I forgot. There's a lot of ones in there. I thought those were 6s. Yeah, those are not ones. So actually, never mind. You rolled about average. So there's the first half of them.
So
and then 4s to wound.
6.
Just roll those to wound real quick, and then I'll just roll saves, and then if there's any guys left, we'll do more. So not bad. So how many is that?
2, 4, 6, 7.
Probably should kill them because I only got 4 guys and they have 5 up saves. Made 3, lose 4. It's 4 guys. That kills them. It's half the squad that I needed. That is a dead squad of Rover Corpse. They're a screen unit. They're just there to screen me. So you can't directly charge my good dwarfs.
So what does the overrun say?
The strat?
Yeah.
You have to charge the turn to do it.
Right.
But it is a end of the turn, power through. Figure friendly unit to charge this turn to use the ability. Pick an enemy unit in combat with it to be the target. The target must have lower health than the unit. So I've got 20 health, you have 10, so they couldn't do that. Mm-hmm. That's the only charge.
Is that the end? Is that the? I can do the worm.
It's true. Inflict D3 damage on the target. Then the unit can make a distance move, can pass through, and end up away from stuff. It does not have to end the move in combat. It can just move out of combat. Okay. He can't use a strat. He can't use commands, but a unit can use a command.
But it's at the end of the turn, so if I manage to get lucky and kill...
If you kill these guys, if you kill 10 of them with their shitty attacks, I'm probably scooping. So, because I don't know how that happened. All right.
It goes to your wizards.
Yeah, well, just one of them. I'll do the warden. We'll see what the rune lord can do. So, 3 attacks. He only hits on 4s. Trash. Just 1. That's just my luck again. 1 wound. It's AP 1.
So 5.
Is a 4-up save?
Yep.
God damn, he's tough. All right, well, he's got a 4-up save. Well, he's a dragon thing.
Yep, so...
Trying to kill the wizard now?
Yep, I wish I could split my attacks because I need all these into one.
Yeah.
So, 4s and 2s.
Because you're anti-wizard?
Yep.
Well, there you go. You do need them, because you only rolled 3 hits. Choose to wound.
Yep. So 2 at AP2.
So I get no save, and how much damage? Kills the wizard. Wizard dead. He had 5 health, but he had took 2 already, so you need to do 3 damage. Alright, both my wizards are dead. You targeted them, that's what you do. But I can't get to your characters because your characters are annoying. I can't teleport. I gotta fight like a man. I guess I'll go into your dumb guys over here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 13.
I want them to survive as much as I can. I'm gonna all out.
So this only works against 1 unit's attacks. They changed all defense. It doesn't last for the whole combat. These guys are AP 0.
Okay.
So you may not want to use it on their attacks.
No.
You may want to use it on the rotor attacks, maybe.
Okay.
Because it used to be it lasted for the whole turn, but now it's just for one
single attack.
One single attack, yeah. Okay, so these are 4s and 4s. So on the hit side, I rolled okay on the hits. And then force to wound. 3 wounds, so it's about averaged out. 3 wounds at AP 0.
Fail 2.
Okay.
1 damage each.
Yep. And then you can do these guys now. And then I'll go back over there and do my other attacks.
9, right? 2, 4, 6, 8.
8, yeah. So you roll 16 attacks. Now, because I all-out attacked you, I am -1 to my armor. That does play a factor here. 6,
7, 8. Not really whenever you have the ward.
I have a 3-up. So I have a 3-up, 4-up, and now it goes to a 4-up, 4-up. So you'll need force to hit. So not terrible, not bad, about half. 1, 1. And then force to wound. So I don't have any bonuses on it right now. 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be at force. Force to save. So I save 2. And then force to ward. I save 2. So I take 1 guy. So I'll lose a dude. I'll just lose this guy here because that's an extraneous dude. And then he's already swung. So it's now time. I'll do the cogsmith into you. He's about as good as the copter. So you'll have to pick which one of these you want to try to go for. So he's got 3 attacks, 4s. You're gonna.
No, I just realized it's okay if they die.
2.
I can bring them back with Ariel.
Oh, that's true. Oh, no wounds. Good talk there. Because he wounds on 4, so nothing. Okay, well, good talk. And then the hammers, or the gyrocopter, 3 attacks, 4s and 4s. Same as before. Oh, I rolled trash, nothing. So absolutely couldn't kill shit. Wish you had spent the command point. You did not. Okay.
That is it. Yep, that's it.
That's it. So you score 5 at the end of the turn for that. And then what was your other thing? Was to have more units in neutral territory?
I can't score it.
Oh, you can't. I've got too many units.
No, it's because I went.
Oh, you doubled, so you can't score. So you just scored 5, though. Okay.
I'm setting up like my next.
I'm also just going to score 5, and that's it. So we're going to be tied again. So it's going to suck, but yeah. Okay.
But you're still the underdog, so you can re-roll.
I do get. No, I have more regiments than you. So I could have re-rolled once per game. I can re-roll the roll to see a priority roll because I started the game with more regiments. Okay. Underdog doesn't get to re-roll the thing. If you were the person that went first, you can break ties.
But it's once per game.
No, it just breaks ties. You break ties if we tie.
Okay.
If we both roll 3, then you break the tie. But because now I'm going second, now you break the tie on the next priority roll because you can stop me from doubling. Because now I could double, right? I could end up getting the double. But if I double, I lose one of my things. But I'm like, I don't give a shit anymore about these. I'm just going to kill you and just not worry about the... Because I can't kill a character in your army. You just got to hit them in the back, and I can't get to them. And you've got so many dudes in front. These guys can absolutely truck a unit of these guys, though. We learned that. That was important. Okay, so I think we go to the command phase. I still have 4. You have 2?
Yep.
So
no, you should have 3. No, that's right.
I start with 5.
Yep. And
So
all out attack.
I'm going to give each of try to give them a thing. So let's see if this guy... Nope, he's dumb. This guy, he's dumb. The bat guy, he's not dumb. So he gets +1 to hit. Okay. Stupid, but it happened. Cogsmith done. Oh, I forgot about fucking orders. I could be doing orders. I didn't do any orders.
Oh, real quick.
Hold on. I should have done orders on you. That would have really helped.
Well, also too, into my turn.
Because I could have held the line and give these guys a 5-up, and then if they had a ward, I forgot to roll their wards. But I could have, yeah, you can heal 3. I could have given those guys a 4-up ward with orders. I forgot I even had orders, man. And then I could have also done these guys and given them +1 attack if I charged, which
a full 20 man still over there. Yep.
I can't rally when I'm out of combat. I forgot about my whole fucking army roll for the whole turn. I could do it during your turn. I could have held the line. I had a guy. He was range. I could have given him strike last, but ward 5. And then -1 to hit as well. Oh, no, they're human, so they wouldn't get -1 to hit. But still, it could have been good. I could have done it here to make you not effective, so maybe I'll do it next time. Probably that's what we're going to do here, is we're going to give them the 5-up ward and the strike last 5-up ward, -1 to hit, just to make that unit a little harder to kill. Not that it really matters. All this is in combat forever. Okay, we have hero phase. All I can do is really pray. Effectively. I have prayers.
I will place power though.
Oh, I could play. I don't have any place of power, guys.
My girl here.
What's she gonna do?
So it's basically not a 1, right? That's what I'm looking for.
On the what?
For the place of power. So I rolled a 5.
Yeah. So what are you doing here? What? There's 3 abilities. So you got to pick the ability, and then some rolls are different than others.
Okay.
So one's like a 3-up, one's a.
Well, I know it's obscuring.
You pick a terrain or a objective, and then make it obscured or make it. You can do. The first one is Cauterizing Paula. On a 1, you inflict 1 damage on every unit within 6 at any place of power. On a 3+, heal 2 every unit within 6 inches of the target place of power. Rapid Sprouting. Pick an objective or terrain feature within 12 of the hero. Roll a dice on a 3-up. It has Obscuring. Or tap the ley lines. You get to count as a Wizard 1 if you're not a Wizard 1. So I don't do this unless you want to obscure one of your things.
I'm good. Not really worth it.
Okay. Trash is retreat a move ability. I think it is. Let me see. Retreat. It is a move ability. Oh, you take D3 mortal, then you get to move out of combat. That's trash. That's why Skaven are good at retreating. I'm doing the, I gotta do the prayers. So let's just see.
Do you need to take your boys to football?
No, they're at the lake.
Okay.
They decided to go to the lake today. That's why we could play earlier. Here's my prayer lord. Okay, so I can do Wrath and Ruin. Could do it here. It does mortals to the enemy. That'd be pretty good. Just does mortals. Kill you. Oh, I can actually just dispel his ass, which I probably will do. It's free. It's in the hero phase, so I might just do that first because he gets to count as a. He gets to try to do a spell. And since you have 1, you have 2 out.
Yep.
Right. Mm-hmm. So I think I get an extra 1 on it. Because you get a extra on it based on how many, Banished Manifestations. Add 1 to the roll for each additional manifestation on the battlefield. So you have 2 on the battlefield to get +1 on it. Mm-hmm. So I'll just roll that first. I just had to beat the base value.
Oh, and I'm bad.
What's that?
I could have walked the path.
With what?
With that unit of Dryads and got them out of combat.
Oh, can you pull them out of combat?
Yeah, that's one of my other abilities. But it's at the end of the turn.
All right, well, I rolled a 7,
okay.
And that's a 7 base, right?
Yes.
So it's gone. So I just banished it. So I'm not in combat with it anymore.
Okay.
So it's just banished. And then now I can pray. And I'm going to see which prayer of the prayers is good to pray. I will do Oath and Steel on them. That makes them really, really tough, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he already has 2 prayer points. And we're just going to roll and add and see if we can get it. I get +1 to the roll if I'm a dwarf, which I am. So I got a 5, +1 is 6, 7, 8. If the chanting roll was a 10+, I'd add +1 to the save. It's not. So they are +1. Sorry, -1 to wound on this unit. So they're now -1 to wound. Okay, so they're a lot harder to kill. They're in combat with this other unit though. Like both of these units are in combat with me.
Mm.
So that's kind of a thing to keep in mind. I'm in combat with both. And then I have prayers with him because he is a priest too, but there's not universal prayers. There is an unlimited prayer of Wrath and Ruin, but he can't see anybody with it. Oh, he can see them. Let's Wrath and Ruin those fools.
Okay.
Wrath and Ruin them, dude. Let's get it. Roll to 1, so I'm going to lose D3. I lose 3. I lose all of my. Oh, I go down to 1. I lose prayer points. Damn it.
Does it take that damage too, or just...
No, I don't take damage. I just lose prayer points.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, I rolled a 1, so I lose prayer points. Okay. I think that I'm fine to leave. I've already got my 5 points that I'm going to get because I already own it.
Possibly, because remember, I can still countercharge you.
You could, but I'm going to fly over in front of you, shoot the shit out of you, and then charge you. So I think that'll keep you from doing much. So I got to stay 3 inches away from you. So I'll just kind of go right there to be 3 inches away. He has the +1 to hit, so that's good. He'll just shoot you and then charge whatever's left. And then now you can teleport those assholes over, but if you do, I have a chance of killing them and scoring points finally. So
those assholes.
Yeah, those assholes instead. I was going to say, I'm within 27 of him, so if I move 12, I can see him and shoot him, but I don't have enough firepower to kill you with the small amount of munitions that I have.
And then 2, I have a lot of healing, so I can probably easily get him back to full.
Yeah, you can, but I have to, how many, what's this, his defensive profile is not as good now. What is it now?
200 points, they should have left him alone. 5 up save, 7 wounds, 6 up ward.
Yeah, so he's not as tough as he used to be, but he's got how many wounds?
7.
7's a lot of wounds to do. I'm unlikely to do 7 wounds to him this phase, but it's better than nothing. So I just need to get within 50. I need to get within 12 of them because you're protected. So I need to get within, let's see, I can still see you and not have cover if I can draw, like the line of sight, but basically because you're not wholly in the terrain, so I can
let him behind it. So
only if I can't see you. Like I can see you without going over the terrain.
I'm forgetting this.
It's not 40K.
Yes.
But what I want to do is I need to figure out where 12 inches is because that's where your protection bubble ends, right? So I need to get to here. That's the point where I'm able to draw a line of sight directly to you without worrying about cover. But I got to move 12 to get there, so I can easily do it. So he's going to just fly like this, and he's got to stay 3 inches away. But he can during the move he can.
Yeah, he can. Stay out of the range.
Yeah, he'll fly, make sure he ends up 3 inches away, but he can drop bombs on them even if they're in combat. He's going to drop bombs. So it's just a roll a d3, and that's if I roll a 1 on the d3, nothing happens. Yep, on a 2+, inflict that much mortal damage. So nothing. Once per game, so he's done. He did it. Now he'll be shooting at you in a minute, so we'll see what happens. He probably can't kill you this turn, but he can try to do something useful. These guys are basically stuck in combat. He just needs to move up to help them out, basically. So he'll just move up and stay out of combat, but he'll just chill right there. Oh, he cast his ability, so he lost all his prayer points. Yeah, the way scoring works, this list cannot score, at all, basically. Effectively, I can just set them on that point, and you'll never come fight me on it, and I'll just own it forever. And that's basically what's going to happen. is both of these units we're just going to try to get on the point and just take you out. And you're going to recycle units, but I think I'll just survive. So we'll say screw it. Yeah, we'll just move them up on the point. They can just run up on the point and stop you from getting onto it. Looks very thematic. I'm just going to face them all outwards. They've thrown down their grudge stone here. They're just decided this is their objective from this point on. They're going to look really cool while they're doing it, but yeah, I don't have a lot I can do, so yeah, there's very little I can do. Okay, what you got? Anything you gonna do? Counter the redeploy movement or anything?
Actually,
if you redeploy, you can't countercharge, just so you know.
well, if you're gonna charge them, like, what does that matter? But if I get lucky, I can own the point.
It's true.
Here's hoping.
It's hoping you roll a 6.
Oh, and I should have cast, but that's okay.
Yeah, I should have cast 2.
Well, you don't have anything to cast with.
But I did when I should have. 1, of course. That's what always happens. You can't get within 3 inches of me when you move, so you have to kind of like skirt. You just make the charge harder for me by moving back an inch. So I have a 4-inch charge now.
Sure.
Because I have to be outside of 3, so now I'm outside of 4.
Yeah.
So
that's whatever. That kind of sucks.
that always happens. Let's just go ahead and shoot him at you. So we're ready for that phase. So he gets 5 shots. He's +1 to hit, so he's hitting on 3s.
What's the, before you roll, what's the AP?
AP 1.
2 damage or D3?
D3 per. He's unlikely to kill him, but he's going to get engaged with him in a second and then tie him up forever.
5 up save, so needing 6s. Okay, does musician and standard do anything? Musician's the rally.
Extra rally, and then standard's 1 extra OC on that 1 model.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so I hit with a lot. Oh, I hit with all 3s. I hit off all of them because I hit on 3s. Because he's the one that followed the command.
Yep.
And then I wound on 3s. This is where I fuck it up. Yep, 2. Look at that. I rolled 5 dice and got 3 2s or under. Failed both. First guy takes 2 damage. Second guy takes 1. So I did 3 damage in all. It's trash. 1.5 guys dead. You just use a little dice. Same thing, but on the character over there. But I'm going to use a command point for the all-out attack, but it comes from him who has Master Thing, so he's extra +1 to hit and wound.
Okay.
So these are 3s. Only missed 1. Like that. And now 2s. So 4. And then you are AP -1, so you're a 5, so you go down to a 4. Or sorry, 5 to 6. You made 1.
How much damage?
Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6. So not enough to kill you, but maybe I'll hurt you a little bit. You'll heal it all the way back up.
6.
Yeah. You probably make 3 of these.
No.
Almost killed you. Yeah. I had a chance.
Mm-hmm.
There was a chance something good would happen out of that, but I had to kill your hero to get like anything going in this game. But that's all I can do. Basically, is right there. Now that Gyrocopter's dead, because the Dryads will kill it. So. I think it's all my shooting. So we just have charge phase, unless you're counter shooting, which I don't think you are. So charge phase. Gyrocopter will charge backwards into those 2 dudes. Okay. Hey, I made it. With 11 inches of movement. I got to end within half an inch, though. So.
Just curious if I were to do. 9?
Yeah, it costs 2 CP, though.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah, that one costs 2. And then charge the Gyrocopter into the 3-man unit. Got a 9, so I'm definitely in. Just use it to block their movement. So get over on them. And then that's the only legal charges. I guess he might as well charge into this unit too. No, I don't want him in combat because you could kill him. I want him to do orders though. I want orders from both. So that's important that we're going to do orders, because I can do the strike them down, and they get +1 attacks. So like I can do strike them down there, and he could do strike them down. Oh, no one can do strike them down here because I'm not within 12. Yeah, I got to be within 12, and this only got 1 hero. So he's out of 12, and he can only do it to this guy. So he'll just strike him down there. So he'll give him an extra +1 attack this turn.
Okay.
And then that's probably all we're going to do. I'm going to do this combat first, though, because I feel like it's the most important. So we're going to have to split attack slightly, but we're going to move some guys and then get up on you. So no, he can go into that squad because that guy's part of that squad, right? Because this is your squad right here of guys.
So there should be 11 in that squad.
So is this part of this squad then? Where's the delineation?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sorry.
So okay, this is just 2 5-mans. This is 10 right there.
10.
So one of these guys, so that's got to be the 11th right there. Okay. So I want to put about half here and half there if I can. So I can do that because I can do all of these guys are in range of that squad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 8 guys that can go that way, and then the rest can go this way, which is all but 1. So that's 8 and 11 can go this way. And then where is the unit jump? Right there, so he can actually go that way. Okay. So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. Pay 1 for all out attack here because this is the one that matters. Puts me down to 2. This is the 8, and then 1 for the champion. He gets 1 extra attack. So this is going into the North squad.
Okay.
That was great.
And you're rolling base because of.
Yeah. So I'm rolling force to hit, which does suck, but okay, not bad. And then, hey, pretty good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at AP 1. Made 1.
Made none. That's it.
Oh, because it's so how many is that? 6?
Yep.
That's 12 damage.
Where does your unit start?
So this is all 1 unit. So that was going into this guy's. So I killed 8 of them.
6. 8, 10.
And then this is into these guys. So back to 4s. That was fun. That's not very good. I rolled really, really bad on that number of shots. With that number of attacks, I should have done a lot more damage. Oh my god, look how bad that one is. It's only 3. Oh my god, that was 11 attacks, only 3.
Well, I mean, you did do work on the other one.
That was really bad rolls on both. So 6 more onto the squad. That was I should have wiped both.
Way.
All right.
So there's
Just 5.
Yep. And then 6.
All right, there you go. And my guys are basically unkillable, so you can swing into them all you want, but
Well, there's only the 1 unit now because I took off basically the rest of them.
well, there's 2 units. But yeah, these guys are out of combat now. Okay. So I swung pretty good there. Now you get to pick a fight. Probably one of those. Probably that fight or that fight. Because I've already swung, so there's no reason for you.
And I'm going to go into your big unit there.
Into the unit. Okay, and I'm going to hit him with the order, hold the line. Which gives him a, ward 5 up and strike last. Okay, go ahead. Oh, that's useful. At least have a ward. One save. So it's a 4 up because I have a. So I failed it. Okay. And then it's 6 damage.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Save 2 of it, so I lose 4. Okay, much better off. Helped me a little bit. Still not good though. I've lost way too many guys here. Should have been doing that the whole game. You shouldn't have done much into me. And then I'll swing into this guy. So first we can just do both gyrocopters at the same time actually, because they're all going into the. Actually, I need to do that one up there first because that actually we can. Here we go. Gyrocopter has 3 blades. Only 1 hit because I'm no wounds. Damn, I just can't roll today.
Okay.
All right, and then you can swing into me. Yeah, I'm rolling like shit over here.
I've got 4 guys. So 2 each. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3s and 4s. Two.
Wait, no AP?
1 AP.
Oh, okay, so no saves. Take
1
2.
damage.
Yeah, take 2 damage. All right, then I'll do this one here. See if I can finally kill off the squad. 4s, so only 2 hits. See, this is, slightly below average again, and then no wounds, so just a really bad roll again. Hold on, I get the character. You can do this one while I look at my character.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I am rolling so bad. So bad. And I'm -1 to be wounded. So 5s. 3. All right, well, I'm going to make 2 saves because I'm -1 from my all out attacked you. Then I miss the ward, so I lose a guy. All right, trying to kill your guys with the cogsmith. Only 1 hit. 1 wound. AP 1. 2 damage. Kills. No, this isn't. This over here. Into them. It should kill the guy. That puts him at 5, right?
Yep.
All right, then I have the squad. All right, 4s. Only 4 hits out of 11. That's good. 1 wound. That's also trash. Man, both hands got quickly today. Now you got to roll save. It's no AP. You got it. No damage. Not fun. Yeah, you're just knocking everything over there. I'm finally killing some stuff, but I'm not killing your units completely, so that's good and bad because you can heal one of them. But these guys may be out of range to heal, right? Because you got to be within 3 of a terrain feature. So everybody's out of. These guys can't heal.
Remember, when choosing effects, I extend it by 3 for each.
Oh, if they have to be within range of a. But what does the effect say? Only if it says it has to be in range of an awakened wildwood. That wouldn't matter. I guess we could look that up to see.
Increase the range of friendly abilities that require friendly models to be wholly within 6 of this terrain feature by 3.
Of this terrain feature. Now, does it say it has to be within 3 of that terrain feature, or just say 3 of any terrain?
Let's just pick a non-friendly hero within 3 of a terrain feature to be the target.
So because it doesn't call out this terrain feature, I don't think it extends it, but maybe it does.
Well, so, that is an FAQ.
That is a question we need to know. Yeah, like does that work on the range of the?
Because I can say I'm choosing because I pick a unit.
Yeah.
Picking, like say I'm picking them.
Yeah.
Now what terrain features are around? Well, in Awakened Wildwoods, because I'm choosing to measure from here, doesn't extend it.
Yeah.
Right. Like that.
I should have wiped this unit completely and this unit partially, and then been able to finish them off.
I'm going to help you out.
What's that?
To where it's a non-issue either way.
What's that?
I'm just gonna.
At the end of the turn, you pick them up.
Yeah.
Oh, here, this guy's one. These are your guys. Are they not supposed to be in combat with me?
You killed 12, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So.
Do you want to leave them in combat? You gotta leave them. Okay. So you can have guys that were back there. Okay, so you're like, you left me in combat.
These guys just need to.
They just teleport away.
Yeah, just to. And then now, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm with
Now you can heal 3 for sure. Yeah.
The big question is, well, before I even try to do that effect, I'm going to heal him D3. Endless growth.
3.
Yep.
Healing who? Oh, him.
He's
Yeah.
within.
Yep. So he's down to 4 health now. Good roll on that. Could have killed you if you hadn't rolled so good.
Now it's a straight D6 if I wanted to.
Felt like I should have killed these guys. Should have killed these guys. Should have killed a lot of things. Oh, yeah, I missed. I whiffed over there. Didn't kill anything. It's bad.
You're in combat with that, so it's not like you're shooting anything anytime soon. So I think I'm going to add 3 models back.
Right there. Okay. And because no units are dead, when do you do Ariel's revive?
It's in the movement phase.
Nice, in the movement phase. Well, we'll get there in a minute. So this is really what it comes down to, is whether or not, if I can double you, I have a chance to win. If I don't double you, I don't think I have a chance to win. In the box. In the box.
I'll make it eventually.
Yep. So you get to pick to maintain the normal turn order. Oh, but I'll re-roll because I have more regiments, so once per game. 6.
Okay.
Good rule they added. I'll double you because I don't care about neither one. Well, you're the underdog now.
Yep.
But it's round 3.
Yep. It's over
so you
there.
get during round 3.
It's the other one. It's the passive.
You can use the passive, which is add 1 wound rolls for combat attacks made by friendly units while they are contesting a gnarl root, which is the green one. So you get +1 to wound on stuff that's contesting the gnarl root. But I think I'll probably wipe you before you get a chance to do that. We go to 4 CP, but you go to 5. Yeah. We're both at 15 points though, right? All right. Because I only scored 5 for this at the end of my turn. I didn't score any because I didn't kill the hero, and I haven't. Although now I don't have a chance to kill a hero because I can't retreat and shoot. Can't shoot out of combat, and I can't get this guy killed. If he was dead, I'd have both of these units to be able to move up and shoot at him, and be great. I can give out the +1 to hit, but it only for shooting, and that's not going to happen this turn. So I guess we're going to do beginning of turn things, right?
Yep. I'm going to spend a CP to rally.
You get to rally on my turn?
Yeah.
You get to wait till I'm done with my stuff.
Right. But I'm just letting you
I think I was going to rally here because I have a few dead guys. So let me do 4, 7. Saving position. Now we'll go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I think is more than I have dead. I don't know exactly how many I have dead, but I will look. Oh, I only have 2 dead?
Yeah.
All right, well, still, I'll bring back those 2 guys just to help me.
I'm going to choose the unit on the point for mine.
Okay. Nice. Bring back.
Is it on a...
It's a 4 up.
4 up, so I bring back 4 guys?
Yep. They're still white.
That's fine. It's that many more guys.
Yep.
Any casting?
Yeah, we're going to pray here. We'll do the Forge Fire. Let's see if I can do a Forge Fire. I got it on a 5. So this unit has +1 rend on their attacks. So they're +1 rend. And then he can try to Forge Fire them. And he only rolled a 2, so he doesn't get it. So he just adds to his points.
So 1, 2. That one's still out, right?
What's that?
That back one.
This guy's out still. Yeah, he's not changed his movement or anything, and these guys have gotten out now because of the.
I've killed enough.
Killed enough now. Yeah, prayer. We're done with prayers for me. I did do a rally, but I probably shouldn't have because I was only down 2 guys. But it's okay. I want to keep my guys tough. I'll do a banished manifestation though, because it's within 30 of me. I got a 7, so it's gone. Nice to get rid of stuff. Okay. Now you can countercast if you want to.
Pick a friendly Sylvaneth wizard to cast. Don't need rend. Let's just pick a friendly invisible unit that is either within 12 or within 6 inches. Question on this.
What's that?
Choose
Pick a friendly Sylvaneth wizard. Pick an enemy unit that is within 12 inches of this unit or 6 of an awakened wildwood to be the target. Make a casting roll.
Right. So, but I'm saying
so you can choose them if they're within 6 of a
wildwood.
Yeah.
Which I don't.
Yeah, and I don't think this counts for the 6 inches would not put me in range.
Okay.
So yeah, that would be good though because it would roll 20 dice.
That's. I was just curious about that.
That would be awesome. If I was slightly closer, yeah. I gotta be careful with that. I gotta kill those damn trees, but I didn't do it. I should have shot the trees turn 1. I made a lot of mistakes.
There's really nothing to.
Don't shoot at dryads. Shoot at trees. Then shoot at dryads because dryads don't have the protection.
Yep.
Should have shot all 3 gyrocopters into the trees.
Let's see.
You could try to resummon the snake, or you could try to do something like that.
Well, I'm also trying to see if I can't just, if I put a tree out like that.
Basically, secondaries are super hard. You might as well just try to score. There's 2 of them that have a really early on easy one, but most of the secondaries, all of them, they're really hard to score. Unless you can teleport or are super fast or have a lot of infantry cavalry, like it's super hard.
It really knocks out a lot of armies.
I was going to do scouting too because you were doing scouting, and then I was like, I don't want to both do it, right? But I was thinking about running 2 of the Wielder Corps units, but then they get out of your...
But scouting is just as hard. What if you're playing a 1 hero list, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's... Yes.
So I'm going to try to get the worm out. It's strong.
So you're -1, but you're +1, so you're trying to do it on base. 6 doesn't catch it.
Nope.
Okay, so there's your CP. We're done with the hero phase, ready for movement phase, right?
Yep.
All right, let's movement phase. Stay 3 inches away from you, basically, and move up. As many guys as I can. And then move him up as well. And then they're just going to charge you and wreck you. We're going to fight here forever. We're going to fight here forever. He can do nothing but sit over there and just be dumb. I'll basically score 10 points again this turn, but none of my secondaries. That's probably fine. I don't have any shooting, so we just have melee.
Okay.
So charge here. Hey, I got it.
I'm going to spend a CP to all out the defense then.
I don't think it'll help much, but it's fine. I'm going to give them a command or an order. So the order I'm giving them is to be +1 attack. So they have extra attack here. So, anyways, after the pile-in,
an extra
attack per guy. 3 attacks per guy now.
Okay.
So it's the strike them down. Friendly cities Sigmar unit that charge this turn. +1 attack characteristics of all their melee weapons for the whole turn. So they get +1 to attack. And then when you charge me next turn, I'm going to do the order of hold the line or hold the defense so that I'm -1 to be wounded. So that's like makes me tougher, right? So I have a full 20-man squad getting 3 attacks apiece. It's going to hurt. And then earlier I gave them +1 AP. So they are -1 to hit and wound though.
Yep.
Right? So that makes them hit on 5s. I think we have to go to 4s just to make sure, but I shouldn't need to do that, but might as well. 2, 3, 4, 6. We'll do the first 7. It's just probably this is enough if I don't roll terrible. So back to force to hit. Yeah, maybe I need all of them. But the first 7. And then you're -1 to wound, right?
Yep.
So this goes to force. Okay, so there's only 4. But I'm Ren 2, but you're still getting 6s to save. It's 8 guys, and I don't know how many guys you have left.
Well, it's because I brought back guys. That's why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So I only have to kill 3 more guys. Okay, next 7. There we go. Okay, forced to hit. Much better roll at the first glance, about half, which is good. And then, 3s to 4s on the wounds. There we go, pretty good. 3, 6, 7 more at AP1, or effective AP1, so 6s to save. Made 1, so it's enough to kill the squad.
Had a lot of 5s there.
Yeah. And then, yes, for the squad there. And then the question is, do I power through? Because I did charge this turn. No, I have to pick a unit in combat with me, and I'm out of combat with you. Because we're supposed to be, we'll be 3 inches away from you. Because I should have got both engaged, but I didn't. Okay. So we don't power through there. You pick the next fight. What do you got? Which one?
Over there.
What you going into?
Your unit.
All right, I'm giving them the strike last, but 5 up. Oh, there's 2.
So they all hit.
Oh, 3 wounds? Okay, so they hit.
AP1.
Yeah, so 3 up saves go to 4s. None.
So 8 damage.
Oh, damn it, dude. How do I roll no saves? No saves.
It's retribution for the dryad.
It is, right? All right, and then I rolled no fill, no paints. I just lost 8 dudes. That was trash.
You know what? One thing we weren't doing either.
What's that?
Isn't there battle shock?
No, there's no battle shock in this game.
Okay.
That's the one thing about it that's good. There's no battle shock. You fight to your burger, man. That was bullshit. I just rolled 4 saves on 4 up, made none. 8 5 ups, made none. Like, what do you want me to do about it? Like, I'll go over there and fight with against the. Hey, 1 hit. Oh, the dice are just killing me today. No wound. Trash.
Sure.
Yeah, this is absolute trash rolls.
3s and 4s. One AP. 4.
Hey, I failed 2. Take 2 more damage. I'm almost dead just from fighting bullshit guys that shouldn't even hurt me, that I should kill. All right, let's do the 2 gyrocopters into your 1 tree boy. 1 hit, 1 wound. AP1. So he fails it.
Yep.
Take 3. 3 attacks from the character. 3 hits. Oh, he's pissed. 3 wounds. Oh, the dice are starting to believe. AP1. He's only failed 1. 2 damage.
That's enough.
All right. Beginning to believe. That's all the combats. It's just not really. I'll score 10 points for primary again, but it's not going to matter. I think it's looking really bad for me right now. I don't have a lot of dead stuff right now. I mean, that 1 unit is really what's dead.
Mm-hmm.
My 2 wizards are dead. But like everything I've killed of you, you're able to just bring it right back.
Yep. I'm going to bring 3 guys back.
Yep. At the end of each turn, freaking Necron boy.
Then heal D3.
Oh, he's back to full. I didn't do any damage to him. Yeah.
He's taking 1 damage.
Yeah, that's pretty much nothing. All right.
Yep, that's it for all of that. I'll spend a CP to rally. 2, 4, 6. Nice. I bring back 5 guys. Where was this roll on defense, by the way?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. These guys should kill anything in the game. They should kill God when they charge with +1 attack. They killed Ariel last time they did that. They wiped her. But you're back to like a full man squad here. But the problem is you can't, like those guys are so hard to kill, it may be hard for you to.
Anything for you as far as rally or whatnot? Ariel's going to do the what's it called? Spell War. The Dwellers Below. She's going to cast that. Need a 7.
I think we're almost done here.
I rolled a 7 exactly.
Hold on, let me talk to my wife real quick. You're killing me with what now? I'm automatically dead, some spell.
So I'm doing the Dwellers Below.
Which one is that?
That's the one that I'm going to...
Oh yeah, I don't want that one to go off. I got a 7, so I will not stop it.
Do you even have a Dispeller?
Yeah, that guy right there's a Dispeller. That guy over there's a Dispeller.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, just this guy. He's a priest, but he can also Dispel and is a thing. But yeah, that just rolls 20 dice then. Oh, there's an extra of one of your models. Just
7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
And it's just straight up 5 up causes immortal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sucks to be me.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 mortals. All right. See what happens with it. I take 3 of them. So those 3 dudes. Not the worst, not the best. Is it 3 damage? So those guys are hard to kill, so getting 3 damage across on them is actually probably pretty smart.
3. I think. Tree. Arrow.
She gets it. True. Yeah, at this point, I cannot score any more points other than primary. And I'm basically going to own these 2 primaries for a while because you're not going to bring Ariel out. That's the only thing that can kill them. But they can't do it, and I can easily wipe them. So you're just going to come down to like, basically, at this point, you can just take this one away from me.
Mm-hmm. I plan to.
Like, you just come take it
now.
I
need to make sure.
Yeah, but you can just get back there with 1 guy. If you teleport these guys back there, you can just be like, these guys are teleporting here. Mm-hmm. You can't score it this turn because this is the turn where we score these.
Yep.
And then you won't be able to score this one this turn.
But so.
Can you score any secondaries though? Is what it comes down to.
I complete the startle tactic if there are more friendly units in neutral territory than enemy units.
1, 2. This is not neutral because it's my whole half here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have 1.
I can get 1, 2, 3, 4.
If you get them all into the, you got to get them out of your deployment zone though. It's gonna be hard.
She moves 14.
It's pretty fast.
And he's not doing anything, so I can just run him.
Yeah, you could run everybody up if you wanted to.
These guys can easily get out.
Yeah, you have 2 out for sure.
And then also too, I'm bringing back a unit.
Oh, you could also take these guys and retreat them, and then they would be in neutral territory back here. And you take D3 mortals, but you get out, and then you can heal those guys. Mm-hmm. Right at the end of the turn, you can be like, "Oh, we're going to heal them."
Yep. So that would be what, 1, 2, 3.
I've got 4 right now.
4, and then I just need one other unit out there to get that.
Or you could kill. No, my units are kind of hard to kill. So.
And then my other one is you complete this battle tactic at the end of your turn if 3 or more objectives or terrain features that you control in any combination are being contested by friendly scout units. Those objectives must be in enemy territory.
So that one's right there. Right? What does it say?
I get both of them.
What does that one say?
It's the second one.
Complete this battle at the end of your turn if 3 or more objectives or terrain features that you control in any combination are being contested by any friendly scout units. Just contested. So they're contesting that one. They're contesting this.
And that.
So
that's 3.
So you just get that one for 5, and then your other one you can easily get, right? Is get stuff in the neutral zone.
Mm-hmm.
And you teleport and get stuff in the neutral zone.
So
you end up scoring 10 as well, but you probably wipe some stuff there in the middle.
Because I killed guys, I can probably position to take that point too, so I can score 15.
I don't think you can, because you can't get within 3 unless you get in combat. If you get in combat, I will pick up half your squad every time. Like half your squad is gone if you come into combat. So the point is, unless you bring an aerial over here or something other than 20 dryads, I will pick up. I've already picked up 40 dryads. You just brought them back multiple times, but like they can pick up 15 dryads a turn, right? So you really got to. But the problem is you're going to start scoring because this is the 3rd round. So this is the round where these score. Then round 4 though, you'll get ahead of me because you'll be on both backs, right?
Right.
I figured those dryads come out, charge into all this middle stuff. But I just sit on these 2, and I score 10 more points on turn 5. All I'm going to score is 10 more points. So if you can score 15 more points, well, I'm at 25 right now, and I'm going to score 10 more. I'm going to get 35 points before the game's over. This turn, you're going to score 10, and so that'll put you at 25.
Right.
Because you're going to score both of your secondaries. Then, on the next turn, you're going to score 10 on those, put you at 35. So can you score one of the 3rd ones on that last turn? If you can't, you'll win.
You complete this battle tactic at the end of your turn.
Because I can't run to stop you. I'm just going to have 2 units left, and they're going to be invincible on the back points.
Yeah, I can get that bottom one easily. It's just need 1 unit in your area.
Set up at this turn, which was not set up this turn, which they wouldn't be set up this turn. Is contesting a terrain feature you control that is holding within enemy territory is more than 6 inches from the territory. Yeah, so you'll get that one at the end. You'll win.
I can get that one too.
So you'll win at the end because you got the secondaries. Because basically these are semi-invulnerable units that can't move, and this stuff is all dead.
The other thing that matters is, let's see.
It wouldn't matter with the double turn.
No, I'm not the double turn. Bring back a guy.
That wouldn't matter. Oh, that
for the neutral, because I need that to happen.
You need what? You need her to bring a unit back.
Right.
Oh, does it happen like a 3+?
4-up.
A 4-up.
Yeah.
I think you can still get it though, because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got enough if you just back them out.
1, 2. Yeah, because I can teleport one of these to get it in for sure.
Well, they're just going to walk up and charge because this is the end of the turn. So they're going to walk up and charge out. He could just walk out to here, and he's safe.
He only moves 6, but
yeah, he can walk to there. He can walk from here to over the halfway point, right? He's right here. He's just got to get over the halfway point. So if he gets over here, he's fine too.
Okay.
He's safe there. He's safe there. He's safe here. He flies. He can go right over that, right? So he's there. They're come out to here. They jack all this up. This all dies eventually. Ariel moves 14, so you have to get her out of your territory, right? So she can get out of the territory. She just has to make sure the backup can easily
Well, especially after I move those guys.
Yeah, those guys are out of the way, and then she comes over here. Eventually, she can kill them, or they charge and kill her, but it doesn't matter.
I fail.
Yeah, but I think you still have it, though, because these guys are up here now, and they're going to charge. These guys just take D3 mortals to back up. It won't kill them. One. So that kills the one guy, and then basically you score and I can't stop you. Like at this point, like you scored, I can't stop you. These guys are probably either dead or tied up. Maybe he comes over and does something, but he's at 1 wound left, and I already proved I can't kill these guys with him. Like he doesn't do much. I'm thinking the gyrocopters are kind of trash. They didn't do anything to you. They weren't that tough, and they weren't that good at killing. They're fast and they can do missions well.
I'm going to set that on the back.
Yeah.
Just to it gets another thing that's in your territory.
Sure. Yeah, back here. But yeah, I mean, you're going to win because all I can do is score 10 more, and you can easily score another. So you'll be at 45 to 35 at the end of the game.
Actually,
like these Dwarven bricks are awesome, and they're good, like invulnerable bricks of death. But I either need a third one and just own the 3, or something different because I need some speed.
So I think I'm better off putting them over there.
What's that?
So the 3, like I'm thinking the 3 corners.
Oh, is that one of your options?
Yeah, it's the last one on the path.
Oh, the path one. Yeah, that's easy.
Because only 1 unit needs to not have been set up, so can do that. And then if they aren't dead, I teleport them, and that's my 1 max.
Yeah,
unit.
and then you're done. Yeah, so you have it now. I mean, you could score your tactics at the end though. Cool. So you're going to score more than me just because you can teleport around and I can't. Mm-hmm. These dwarfs being slow is kind of a problem. I thought I'd have enough gunfire to like do damage. Mm-hmm. These guys getting charged early and then not being able to dig their way out. I should have left the gyrocopter in, just took the D3 damage to back up, then rallied them, and then shot the crap out of you probably. Like back to the guy out and shot you. Like that was a mistake with these guys. Plus you're getting 11-inch charge on them really hurt. Like having to roll an 11 to charge me, or 10. 10-inch on the dice. You got it. Really hurt them. I was like, oh, they're going to be safe. They weren't safe. Yeah, I think I needed to do a lot of things differently, but we learned some basic rules of the game. Also, like I was thinking about taking some of the ones that are like real easy to get the 1 point, because this army is real good at scoring. It's very good at scoring primary, but it's very hard at scoring secondary. So there's a couple that I can score 5 right away, and I just need to do that. This one is really hard because you were able to just hide your guys in the back, and I just can't kill them, right? I might have could scored 5 on her if you had to move her out, but that wouldn't make a difference. You'd still beat me. By the way,
you made me underdog, so I would have taken this one off, or at least one of my heroes off.
Oh, I did double, so you could have took hers off. Yeah. Be like, oh, you don't get to count as killing her. So that would have been fine, too. I couldn't do much about it. So, yeah, the problem is Army's just not that fast right now. I need to get it a little faster somehow, or I need to do something different with it. Because with these secondaries, like you have to build your list around it. I had this list built, and then I tried to make this tactics fit, and it just doesn't work that way. I need to pick out 2 tactics, and then build around that.
Well, like you said, like first also toss in whatever model or unit that you really want to run.
Yeah, I did that. But see, the thing is, for me is, I thought about taking the one that just says put 2 units in the middle. I could have moved 2 gyrocopters mid and been like, I don't care if they die, they're cheap. Or the Wilder Corpse and 1 gyrocopter.
Well, I mean, you could have
and then scored that.
Tossed that brick in the middle too.
If there had been a center point, then yeah, I would have tossed the middle. Both would have ran up, and then I would have got that one 5 points. The other ones after that, though, are really hard to score.
Yeah,
so
that's the issue. Like all the starter ones aren't too bad, but after that, it's really hard.
This one is the Restless Energy is also easy. Complete this battle tag at the end of your turn if you control an objective that was controlled by your opponent at the start of your turn. So you can't score it first turn, but you are going to score that one. You are going to flip an objective in this game. Then the second one is you have to control every objective within enemy territory. That one's impossible for me. I just can't do it.
There's one of the things that has 3.
And then the last one is control all objectives on the battlefield. Can't do that one either. But I could easily score the 5. So like I could have picked this as I'm going to score 5. I'm not going to score the other ones. Unless I'm already winning a lot. This one is, you complete this tactic at the end of your turn if you control more objectives than your opponent. If you go first, this is an almost guaranteed one. Because you're going to move on to the points first, and you're going to own more, so you're going to automatically get Wrathful Cycles. But then the second one is, you have to be the underdog, and there has to be a friendly unit on the battlefield, right? And at least half of the friendly units in the battlefield running up use the fight ability. So you have to be the underdog, and half of your friendly units have to fight. That's impossible. That's like way late game. Turn 4, turn 5, the game's already over.
Not necessarily that. If you run a very elite army that isn't...
Maybe super elite. And then you have to be the underdog. So you got to be losing to even try to score it. And then the last one, if you did get that one, you wouldn't get it until turn 4 or 5. And then the last one is, if there's a friendly unit wholly within each large quarter of the battlefield, you control more objectives than your opponent, and there's no enemy units contesting any objectives that you control. It's impossible. So like the first one is super easy. The next 2 are impossible, right?
They already need a balance like for.
Yeah, there's only like scouting is what I should have took because I could have done the first level of scouting no problem.
I think competitively, like everyone's taking scouting because that's just.
It's so easy to score off the bat. And then the other two are possible.
Yes.
This is the one I'll probably take, a Tuned to Garin. 2 units within 3 inches of the center that are not in combat.
Yep.
So it's a little hard to score if there's a middle objective and you go second, because you have to get to the middle, but it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Then the second one's impossible. 2 friendly units use a retreat, and then 2 other units try to charge, and one of them makes it. So 2 units have to declare a charge, and 1 has to make it, and 2 have to retreat. If you're Skaven, this is guaranteed.
Yeah,
because you can retreat for free.
Well, that very benefits a lot of the models that say you can retreat and charge.
Yeah. That's anything with retreat and charge loves it, but it's 2 different units have to charge.
Right.
Though.
You have to make your army where you have to have 2 of those units.
Yeah. And then the last one is if there's no enemy units within friendly territory and no enemy units within neutral territory. That's hard. So like you're just going to score 5 on that. That's it. That's all you're going to score. So if you're just going through these, like all of these are damn near impossible to score. This one right here, the intercept and recover, is you have to kill the treasure guys. A lot of armies can stop you real easy. But if you're a killing army, this might be that. Like if I was playing giants, this is probably what I'd take.
Oh yeah.
Because you can't avoid them. They're so fast. They're fast and hard hitting.
I think INFF can take that as well because they're just really fast.
Yeah, INFF are going to be really good now. I think all the fast armies are a lot better. Mm-hmm. Slow, tough armies like Nurgle and OBR and all these tough armies like all the undead armies, they're not going to do well anymore because you can't win through. You can't win through just being tough and landing on points. You've got to go run around the table. Mm-hmm. At least on this mission, you can only score so much primary anyways. Mm-hmm. Because you're just not going to score a lot of primary
there's
points.
One of those missions for the table that it's your half, my half.
Yeah.
And there's 3 points on each. So the one that says take everything in your friendlies, like, yeah, I could just deny it. Like you can have those 2, and I'll deny you.
Yeah, it's a lot to guard.
Yeah.
If you don't have teleports, there's not a lot of these tactics you can do. Scouting seems good, and then this one seems okay. This one's fine. I just didn't get it against you, which is kill a hero, which is going to happen most games, and then more friendly units in neutral territory. As long as you're kind of a horde army, that's good. And then I should have kept the gyrocopters a little more waiting, then ran them up and fired 2 or 3 of them at the character, and maybe would have got it. 3 friendly units are wholly within 9 of a different corner of the battlefield. 1 of those corners is in your friendly territory, and no more than 1 of those units can have been set up this turn. So, I mean, actually, I could have got this quarter, my own quarter, and that quarter. That's pretty easy. Even for me, I could have moved some dwarves over there and did it.
1 drop by your foot.
The wholly within is hard. So, yeah, I'm thinking, you want to be fast. You want to be...
you need a very mobile army.
Yeah, you've got to be fast to do most of these. You've got to be able to get around the table. And if you can teleport, you definitely can get around the table. Sylvaneth seem like they're really well suited now.
Do you have a box so I can start putting something for you?
For what?
For the dryads.
Oh yeah, we need to get all the dryads that aren't built. I want to start putting them in a box. Yeah, there's a big black box somewhere over here. Where'd it go? This one? No, that's not it. There is a big box like that. Is it this one? Let's put this inside the box. Yeah, this one. Yeah, if we want to start building dryads, I'll do that for you. And I got to get my army on circle bases and get them fixed on their bases. So we just need the ones that are need to be built all the way, and we'll put all the bits and parts in there too.
Other